Checky. Should have some audio now. Hey, everybody. Stephen Schleicher here. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday game stream. Somebody was like, "You're not Stephen Plays." And I'm like, well, I'm Stephen and I'm playing games. So heck yeah, I'm Stephen Plays. For a long time, I've been doing video games. But this week, I thought I would do something different and actually come to the table and do a board game. And Dr. Brad Will is here.
Hey.
And so this week we are going to be playing Mansions of Madness 2.0. There you go. Look at that. Mansions of Madness 2.0, the game of you're going to lose. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. It's the game that we're going to lose because that's the way it works, and that's okay. And, bear with us. This is the first time that I've tried to switch multiple cameras and everything for a live board game. And if there's problems with audio and whatnot, we are monitoring the chat rooms, so feel free to hit us up in the chat. But otherwise, we're just going to kind of roll right along and see what happens. So let me get up here to here. So we should be able to have plenty of space on the board. And we will be bringing up the screen from the app. And for those of you who've not played the Mansions of Madness 2.0, one of the biggest problems, Brad, that people had when they were, when they were playing the Mansions of Madness 2.0 was that there was or 1.0, there's a lot of like stuff that you had to try to remember.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to remove that with the app so that it takes care of a lot of that fiddly stuff for us.
It eliminates some of the fiddly, but there's still some fiddling going on.
There is definitely a lot of fiddly. So you should be able to see everything here on the board when it comes to it. And I will be putting up the screen when we get to that as well. So if you are in the chat, I see some of you on YouTube watching. I see one of you, which is probably me, on Twitch watching. If you would, how about giving us a little shout out to at least acknowledge that you can hear us and see us and all of that kind of stuff. The audio, audio from the mic sounds like it's coming through just fine. So I think we'll just go ahead and begin. And Brad, this week we are going to play the Cult of Sentinel Hill.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, please, why did you decide that we should be playing the Cult of Sentinel Hill?
Because we've been to Sentinel Hill before, Stephen.
Yeah, for those of you who have been watching the Munchkinland episodes that come out, we ran through the, not the Return to Dunwich, the Dunwich Legacy.
Something, yeah.
We ran through the Dunwich Legacy as part of the Arkham Horror Legacy card game, or it's not a CG, living card game. And we just went down in flames for that. So why not try to take on Old Man Whately and the Dunwich Horror and see what happens from there?
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Brad.
We got this.
So go ahead and give us a read of the screen here, if you would, so we know what we're doing and so that people can see what's going on.
So the scenario description just says, while investigating the strange disasters plaguing Dunwich, some of the locals turn against you. What the violent cult plans to do up on Sentinel Hill is a mystery to you, but stopping them seems to be the only way to escape.
All right, go ahead and advance that, and I'm going to check out something here really quick.
Well, advancing it gets us to the Choose Your Investigator screen. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Bob Jenkins for myself.
Okay.
And you are going to be, I think you picked Harvey Walters, right?
Harvey Walters.
Harvey Walters is it's a name that goes way back.
All right. It is.
Harvey Walters was was the sample character in the earliest versions of the Call of Cthulhu game, actually. All right, so here's the stuff we begin with. We begin with a .38 revolver, an arcane manuscript, bandages, knife, and a shriveling spell.
Okay, so there's going to be some setting up stuff. Some of these I'm not sure where we're supposed to put them, but All right, 38 revolver. And one of the drawbacks of this, obviously, is that I have been playing this game for a while, or been collecting these bits for a while. Bandages, you say?
Bandages. Bandages.
So there are a lot of cards.
We each also begin with one clue.
All right.
A clue for you. Clue for me.
Oh my goodness. 38 revolver.
38 revolver, knife, and arcane manuscript. Do you want to hand me half the cards and I'll look too?
Let's see, a knife. Yeah, I don't know where you're hearing the. Yeah, I know. On the something's weird with the iPad and how it's connected in. I don't know why it's doing that. So bear with us on that. I've got the knife, and now we need the.
We still need the. What do you call it there?
The arcane manuscript.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we'll put these, shuffle these, Brad.
No, we don't shuffle these.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
We do need to. Here, you've got your cards. His cards are a mess.
No, they're
Lord,
not.
Give me this.
Well, see, but those have no backs. That's why I didn't put them in the stack.
They go in the stack. They have no backs because you can flip them.
Oh, okay. And these are going to go here.
Did you find that arcane manuscript?
Yes, I did.
All right, very good. All right, now we need to figure out who gets what. Because my lore is only 2. I'm pretty sure that shriveling spell and arcane manuscript are not for me.
My lore is 4, so I'll take the arcane manuscript,
And
right?
the shriveling spell.
And the shriveling
If
spell.
you're taking the shriveling spell, I'm taking the revolver.
Okay. And let's see, what's your health?
My health, I'm at 7 and 7.
I'm going to take the bandages because I'm at 5 and 9.
All right.
Which leaves just the knife.
Take it.
You want me to take it? So you want me to have 4 of these things?
I want you to have a weapon.
Okay.
An actual weapon.
All right, that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. We'll go with that. So Brad also created these wonderful. Let me switch this over to Brad's camera so I can hold this up. Brad created, I don't know if it'll focus or not, probably not.
It's too close.
These very cute little figures with our faces on them from a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully we shall. Hopefully you'll be able to see those on the screen. Let's see. Okay, everybody looks like they can see and hear, so I guess, Brad, go ahead and advance to the next
All right.
thing, and let's see what we are going to do.
Well, we shall see that at which dogs howl in the dark and that at which cats prick up their ears after midnight. That's what we will do. Here we go. So can the folks at home hear the narration, you think?
They should be able to hear the narration, so let me just double check. And again, that's another weird thing about what's going on with this audio is you should be able to hear music and background noise, but I have no idea why you are just hearing the narration in this. So if you follow us on @MajorSpoilers and @DrBradleyWill on Twitter, we've been sharing pictures of our figures for the last, 24 hours or so. If everything sounds good, I think we're just about ready to get into this crazy game and see what's going on next. Yeah, now I can't hear the... I don't know why we can't hear the audio, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, worked before. When you try to cobble together things, that's what happens, so...
Shall we move on in this?
Yeah, let's just go ahead. I mean, there's no need to read it. I mean, people can see it.
All right. And it's not that fascinating. We get jumped by some folks. All right. So we need that tile, Stephen.
Which is a square tile?
It's a square tile in the... yeah. Here.
Yeah, this is the next thing, is the constant searching for tiles as we get set up. And let's see, what are we looking for?
Like
I think it's this one right here, isn't it? No.
I think I've got it.
You sure?
I am pretty sure it is this one here.
Okay, and we have some burned out spaces that we need to put into place.
Some darkness.
Some darkness in here and a darkness up here.
Yep. All right, so we come to our senses in the dark, place a dungeon cell, which we did, and all right, so when your eyes adjust to the gloom, you realize you're locked in an underground dungeon. Place your investigator figures as indicated.
Okay, so we're going to be in here.
Let's be on the sides where you need to be. That'll confuse me if you're on my side and I'm on your side.
All right.
My brain can't handle that.
All right.
So when your eyes are adjusted to the gloom, you realize that you're locked in an underground dungeon. Oh, we did that already. Blah, blah, blah. All right, continue. While you gain your bearings in the dark, you find that your captors have not taken any of your possessions. Well, that was stupid of them. You wonder how they could have been so careless, and moreover, what their plans for you might be. A small sound alerts you to another person locked in the cell with you. Here.
Oh.
Here we have a.
Okay.
We have a country bumpkin that can be locked in the cell
Okay.
with us.
All right. So I don't have to go searching for that.
Nope.
Excellent.
Let's see. When you focus, you see a man slumped against the far wall, cradling an arm close to his chest. He murmurs to you, "Not dead yet, then, eh?" Place a person token as indicated. This is Zebulon Whately.
I'm Zebulon Whately.
Zebulon Whately.
I'm a crazy old man.
The cell is locked with an impressively large padlock. Place an Explorer token as indicated.
Well, should I? Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
And a search token. A faint purple glow draws your attention to a table just outside the cell. Place a search token as indicated.
All right. So a search token is going to go here.
Yep. And another Explorer token. You spy one door leading out of the dungeon. Place an Explorer token as indicated. Scraps of wood and metal have been stacked to one side of the dungeon, and you think you could use it to block a door should the need arise. Place a barricade.
What does the barricade look like?
Just get any kind of. It looks like a pile of junk. Basically.
There we go.
There we are. And
Now this is the scenario you've played this one before.
I have
right?
not. No.
Oh,
I have
okay.
not. The man across from you seems to come to a decision, presenting you with his hand. Zebulon Whately, for what it may be worth, the way I see it, if any of us is to survive tonight, them that caught us need to be stopped. I got a plan for that if you want to hear it. Sure, let's hear it.
The investigator phase.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so here's the thing, Stephen.
Okay.
My guy, Bob Jenkins, once per round, when you spend an action to interact with a person, you may flip one horror face down or discard one face down horror. I don't have any horror, but I'm probably going to be chatting with Zebulon a lot as this goes along, because chatting with Zebulon chills me out, and I get to lose some horror. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That'll work.
Yep.
So, so you want to go first, or you want to?
I don't care.
All right. So why don't you go first? In this game, let me switch over to here. In this game, I've been told there are things that we can do. We can do two actions.
Two actions.
As an investigator.
Yep.
And those actions are move, explore, search, trade, interact, component actions, meaning things that we are carrying.
Yep.
And then that's it. Oh, we could attack. There's attack monsters because, hey, what would a Fantasy Flight game of Lovecraftian horror be without monsters? Lots and lots and lots of monsters.
No, just people.
No, really, seriously.
Let's look at Zebulon Whately here. I'm gonna.
Now
So
people hear the
Zebulon said he
music.
had a plan to stop the cult that has been causing trouble. Now, I'm going to spin an action and ask Zebulon, what is your plan? Smiling, Zebulon begins to explain. See, the cult that formed in Dunwich is led by a relative of mine, and old Whately is a bit mad. Wants to call up powers what need to stay buried. He set up the whole of Sentinel Hill for the experiment scheduled tonight. Oh, it's going to be a down-home country experiment. The old man gestures across the dark dungeon. See that glow? The same sort of light was seen around Whately Farm when the trouble started. He found some way to infuse beasts with the unnatural strength, and since then his experiment has disrupted the weather around these parts. If we can escape this hole, then we could stop his latest experiment before something awful happens. It ought not to be too hard, and I can follow behind even with my injuries. That is, if you think you can manage it. Gain 2 clues.
All right, Brad.
I'll take
Gain
2
2 clues. All right, so for those of you that are hearing the music, is that better now? Suddenly the music decides it wants to play.
Weird. All right, so that's Zebulon. I'm going to also click on this Explore token here.
Okay.
So when you approach the cell bars, you can tell the padlock is antiquated and you might be able to disable it. So I can either pick the lock or smash the lock. My agility is 3 and my strength is 3, so I've got kind of a lame chance at doing either one, but not
You've
a
got
whole.
some clues that you can throw in, right?
I can, so I have a little bit of a reroll. I'm going to go ahead, because I'm that kind of guy, I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay. So you get to roll 3 dice on this.
It's observation. Oh, that's good. All right, so I have a 4 observation. The padlock chills your palm as you work the interior mechanisms. Tap to attempt the puzzle. It's a puzzle. Using observation. All right. So I've got 4 moves because I have my observation.
Now, if you need to, Brad, you can actually move that iPad in front of you if that will help you out.
No, I'm good. So we'll move this. 2, 3, 4 moves. All right. Yay. I picked the lock.
And so your observation was 4?
Yep.
Very cool.
Padlock springs open and you push open the door. Discard this Explore token. Happily. You may move 1 space into the torture chamber. I'm going to do that.
The torture chamber.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
All right.
So those were your 2
it's my 2 actions.
actions. So now it is my action. There's probably little reason to interact with Old Man Waitley anymore.
Zebulon. This is not Old Man Waitley.
I'm sorry, Zebulon Waitley.
Zebulon is not quite as decayed as Old Man Waitley.
Okay. So I guess then I'm just going to move into this room. So that's
one action.
And so the other thing to keep in mind is we can move 2 spaces in our move. And you can, in the middle of the move, if you decide you want to do something, you can do something.
Right.
So I think I'm going to check out this item. What does that say? Because I can't read that far.
The table is stained and sharp metal implements have been left arranged around a small object glowing faintly in the dark. If you want to search it, it'll cost you an action.
Yes, I will search that.
All right, so Zebulon moves out here with us.
Okay.
As you approach the mysterious glow, you hear a shuffling sound from behind you. Move Zebulon Waitley as indicated. That right there is one of old Waitley's bloody experiments I was telling you about. Taking this one down ought to help to stop whatever is happening up the hill tonight. What do you got to do? The glowing object twitches and you count 3 twisted limbs covered in gray slime
gross.
before the bile rises in your throat. Test will.
My will is 4.
So roll 4 dice.
So I will roll 4 dice. And I have, these are re-rolls.
Yeah, well, you can spend a clue to re-roll that. Or no,
Everything?
No, I take it back. You can spend a clue to transform one of the magnifying glasses to a success.
Otherwise, it is
It's
just
a fail.
nothing.
It's nothing.
Well, I'm going to hold off.
You're gonna. Okay.
I'm just going to wait.
All right.
So I have zero success. So go ahead and
Confirm 0.
confirm 0.
The thing on the table stinks of gangrenous flesh and spent saltpeter. Suffer 1 face down horror.
Oh,
Poor guy.
horror.
Yep, that's it. No, that's
The
it. You
blue
got it.
is horror,
You got it.
okay.
Yep.
and so what do the horrors do?
Well, so if you get enough horror equal to your intelligence, or maybe it's greater than your whatever your number is. Looks
Yeah.
like you're a 9. Then you go insane. And you have to draw an insanity card, and then I won't be able to trust you anymore.
I already hate this game, Brad.
The
Hey,
glow-
can you turn that camera just a little bit
Like
away from you?
away from me.
Other way away from you. Sorry. Other way.
Like that.
A little bit more. There we go.
All right. Don't want to lose you in the frame.
No.
So the glow fades when you violently scatter everything on the bloody table to the floor. Whatever poor animal Waitley flayed must have been part of the experiment. Gain the forensic evidence unique item, then discard the search token. But you're getting no success, but you You did get the forensic evidence unique item.
So where is that going to be at?
That's going to be, I think unique items are in that stack
in
there.
this time. So what is it? The forensic evidence?
Evidence, yep. And we get to discard the search token. Yay, us. With the gruesome evidence in your hand, Zebulon
I see
uses
incriminating evidence.
Yeah, forensic though. Yeah. Zebulon uses his good hand to cover his mouth and nose. What a stench! I hope the rest of old Whately's experiment ain't quite so unpleasant. All right. I think that's 2 actions.
That's 2 actions for me.
So let's into the investigator phase and move on to the mythos phase. The world lengthens and stretches away, then snaps back to shape. This mythos event affects the investigator with the most spells. That's you.
Uh-oh.
As you turn your head, you feel the world shifting at uneven speeds. Parallax revealing unknown truths about the nature of the universe. Gain the implant suggestion spell. Wow, isn't that nice for you? It's right here. Then suffer 2 horror lore negates. Here, I'll look for that while you...
All right, so what am I rolling here?
Roll a lore. Yeah.
All right. And what do I need to do? I have to hit 2?
Looks like, well, however many you hit negates. So you're going to get 2 horror. So you have 1 success, so now you only get 1 horror.
I'm going to spin that other clue and convert this to the other one, so I gain no horror.
All right.
In this round.
And there's your implant suggestion spell.
All right,
congratulations.
Cool. How am I getting all this stuff?
That's it. Now we're back to the investigator phase.
Really?
That's it.
That was a short
round.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
I say we stay here in these cells where it's safe.
End of game.
Success.
All right, we're going to have to get out, though, so
okay.
We might as well start moving on down the road.
I'm going to just tap this, and we can, from beneath the door, you can see flickering torchlight. Do you want to explore, or shall I?
Let's see, what are we going to have to do to... My agility is pretty poor, but everything else is pretty good. So.
My agility is poor. My strength is poor. We should have consulted.
It tells you... Oh, no, it just has the explore icon. Okay.
All right, I'll do it. If you don't want to, I'll do it.
I mean, I can. It's no big deal. Let me do it.
All right, you can
I want to do it.
All
Okay,
right,
so let's do this.
The opening door reveals dark tunnel and a robed man standing guard. Discard this explore token and place darkness in each space of the dungeon cave. So there's 2 spaces there, so 2 darknesses. The man points one gnarled finger at you, screeching, "The test subjects are escaping!" You notice a silver glyph on the back of his hand flashing in the torchlight. Spawn a dark druid as indicated. You can look for the dark druid monster token. I'll put a
dark druid. And here
figure.
again, this is my fault. I don't keep anything alphabeticalized.
No!
Or alphabetized, or...
Oh.
That's okay.
You break my heart, Steve.
I'm sorry. You know, when you're trying to put tons of crap away, and sometimes you don't have time to...
All right. A metal ring in the wall holds a large torch providing light in the tunnel. Place the torch common item as indicated. Well, now we'll search for the torch common item.
Here's a dark druid.
All right, that's all we needed.
So the Dark Druid is clad in dark robes. These pagan priests are mortal men driven to unnatural practices. And I forget what these things stand for on the...
He's got a little of this and a little of that.
He's got a 3 and a 2. But I guess that stuff doesn't really matter, right? Because the computer does all that,
we'll
right?
Look it up when we need it. Yeah, one of those is his horror rating, and one of those is his awareness.
Okay.
For
I'm just going to keep this in front of me.
Yep.
And so, real quick, Brad, give us the lowdown on what's going on with the bases, because typically we have a base that looks like this.
Yeah.
And
that's
we have...
horrible.
We slide these cards into the base so that it's showing the name of the creature and its 2 markings and everything.
Yep. Those bases are just
you don't like those
too
bases?
Ugly, man. And then they also cover up these beautiful boards.
Yeah.
So I bought, for all of my little monsters, I bought these little acrylic bases from the Litco company. They sell them in various sizes. And I spent probably more money than I ought to it, because why not?
Why not?
Well, because I have a family.
Oh, okay. And bills and mortgage and
yeah.
all that stuff. So
And also, you notice this little guy's painted. That's not my paint job. That's pre-painted. I got him for $1.
okay.
Wasn't I lucky? So there you go.
Chris is in the channel. Hi, Chris. Chris is just, I think, recently a new viewer to like Finally Friday and stuff. Although he's been watching a lot of the games that we play. If you watch if you see the comments, especially when we're playing the Arkham horror games, he comments in a lot of those. So, Chris, if you see us screwing up somewhere, let us know. Okay.
So you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a strange pattern on the dirt floor of the tunnel. I placed a search token as indicated.
Okay.
Then an explorer token. The tunnel slopes up to a door set in the rock wall. However, the door appears to have no handle. Place an explorer token as indicated. A door with no handle.
I'm actually going to place a little door.
All right.
So a while ago, I printed out a bunch of 3D elements for this game. So like I have a little thing to put the square tokens in, and I've got a little case that will close up for the character and the fire tokens, and one for the like rubbles and stuff, and even a big one that I'll show here in a little bit that I 3D printed out for all of the cards in the game. And then somebody else had pointed me to these little 3D doors, so I'm just going to use the 3D doors, Brad.
All right then. So I moved one space into the explorer area.
Oh, I thought I was the one that did
Oh, did you do it?
I did the test, so this should be me that moves in
Knock
here.
yourself out then, dude.
Okay, so this move is not part of my move action.
Right.
Okay.
So you're still this is just one action.
How do I attack the guy?
We just call him
Where's
up
the-
here on the screen.
Okay.
So we pick the dark
gonna
druid.
attack
He has
this guy.
5 damage. It's going to take 5 to kill him.
Okay.
So you want to attack him?
I do want to attack
What are
him.
you going to attack him with? Your knife or with that shrivel spell?
The shrivel spell is going to do 3 damage.
All right. What's
So
your
I'm-
knife do?
1 damage.
1 damage.
I'm going to attack with my spell.
Okay. And you don't know, by the way, that damage fluctuates.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's the thing. But okay.
Oh, but it's got a 3 on it. Oh, is that how
so
many
that's-
dice that I'm
that's
rolling?
No, that's just the base damage on the card. But then
Oh, okay.
sometimes you can do more or less.
Well, I'm
depending
definitely going to
upon
use my shriveling
what
spell.
what the app tells
Is the
you.
shriveling spell there
Attack with a
listed?
spell. Yep.
Okay.
So you race through the incantation and the arcane gestures, putting your own improvised spin on the magic words. Test lore with 1 extra die.
So that's going to be 5 dice that I get to roll.
All right.
And so do we need to hit continue? Oh, no, I guess we... let me roll it and see what we do. I have no clues. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
So in this case, the monster suffers damage equal to your test result. You don't have a clue to just kill him off, do
I
you?
don't.
Oh,
I
boy.
wish I
See,
did.
we should
See,
save that one earlier.
yeah.
So he's going to take 4 damage. Flip the spell.
Okay.
Read it.
It says... You feel for a moment as if the strange boils and lesions have taken hold within your brain. Suffer 1 face-down horror. Ugh, another horror. Then discard this card and gain another shriveling spell. So I'll discard. Oh, are they all different on the back?
Yeah, they're all different on the back. Don't
Okay.
look at the back
All right.
ahead of time.
Okay. But now I have 2
You have
horror.
2
Brad.
horror.
All right. Well, that was my second action. So
That
I
was your second action.
I did the unlock here that allowed me to move in here, and then I attacked that guy.
Yep. So I'm going to use my first action to move in here.
Okay.
By the way, I would like to get that torch.
Yeah, go for
It's
it.
all the same to you, but first I'm gonna shoot this guy. I will attack with my firearm.
Okay.
You aim for your foe's center of mass. Agility +1. My agility is only 3, so I roll 4 dice. I got my own dice.
Okay. Marshall is here. Hi, Marshall.
I got 1 success. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result. That's good enough. Are you sure you want to discard this monster? I confirm I do. He is dead. As the robed figure falls with a scream, the silver on his hand seems to writhe and explode in a spray of bright red. Something shiny clinks to the floor next to the cult member, who dissolves into a foul puddle of tarry black.
Oh, gross.
Place the silver key, unique item, in the dark druid's space.
Silver key.
Silver key.
Oh, man, the Cult of the Silver Key, Brad.
Yep.
Where's that going to be
I'll
at?
find it here. Okay, that's my 2 actions also.
No. Oh, yeah, you moved. Now, you still have a move action. You can still move one more tile if you want, but I guess you want this.
I want to grab that torch.
And, of course, there's the silver key unique item
Yep.
that we need to put out onto the table. So I hope everyone is having a good time on this Saturday. Brad and I'll be honest with you, are probably exhausted right about now because I don't know what time you got up, but I got up this morning, Brad, at 6, tried to wake up the boy, and then we went and did a 5K run this morning, you and I.
Yes.
A run this morning.
We can pretend like this was a grueling adventure, Stephen.
I mean, it always is, right?
Well,
so here's the good thing for me. I said when I did that one in July that I wanted to, for the next year, and I don't remember if I said the next year or the next 5K, that I wanted to shave 5 minutes off my time, thinking that the next time I did it would be in July. So let's just say that in July I wanted to shave 5 minutes off my time of 45 and a half minutes or whatever. I didn't do that today, but I did shave 3 minutes off my time.
Good job.
Which I'm pretty proud of because I haven't gotten to exercise as much as I wanted to. And I didn't finish last in my age group.
Good for you.
How did you do?
I finished. I don't know. I didn't actually.
You finished, I think if I remember, you finished like first or second in your age group.
Really? No, I did not finish first in my age group. I would have won an award.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you must have finished like second or third in your age group.
Huh. That's good.
I think.
I'm old, for those of you who don't know.
He's just outside the age group for
older
me.
than Steven.
Okay, so we got a couple of things sitting on the floor now.
All right.
And that ends your turn.
Yep.
So I guess that ends. This guy is gone.
Yep.
I guess that ends.
In the investigator phase, move on to the mythos phase. Boo. This mythos event attacks the investigator with the lowest sanity.
So my sanity is currently at 7.
Well, 7, so mine is at 7 also.
Should we have a dice off?
No, I'll just take it. I'll
Okay.
do it. You suddenly become aware of an invisible presence closing in on you. Test will. I'm looking for 2 to succeed. My will is 4. I will spend a clue to convert to a success. So I passed. If you pass, you keep your head, and soon the unnerving feeling passes. Good for me.
I think, I know we have this as a wide shot, but I'm just going to go ahead and until we get to more bits, I'm just going to tilt down a little bit.
All right.
I know this won't last for very long, but
It'll be fun.
it'll be fine.
All right. So now it's our turn again. So my plan is to pick up the torch and get out of here. You want to pick up the silver key?
I'll pick up the silver key.
Let's let you go first. Pick up the silver key, open the door.
So I will take an action. It'll take an action to pick
Yep.
something up. And now there's nothing here. Does it go into our inventory? I mean, obviously, it's what's in our backpacks. I mean, the thing is, it's not
you know
on.
What, though? I think. Let me check this out. I might be able to pick them both up with the same action. If that's the case, I'll just do it. If I can just pick them both up with the same action, there's no reason for us to spend 2 actions picking up stuff sitting around, right? An investigator can perform the trade action to allow himself and each other investigator in his space to give any number of his possessions to another investigator in his space.
That's not
pick
it.
up any number of possessions in his space or drop any number of possessions in his space. So,
So you could actually just use the trade action and get them both then.
yeah, so I'll use the trade action, get them both. Do you want this? No, I'll just take them both.
No, just take them
I'll
both.
just take them both.
Okay, so that was one of your actions.
All right. Then I'm going to, I can't. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to give,
Oh, wait a minute. Don't forget, in darkness, you can't spend clues.
what? Oh, but we're not in darkness because we have this.
Yes, we are.
We have this torch.
When I spin a clue back here to
Oh.
undo that.
Did you do that?
Yep. And you didn't have a clue when you
I did have a clue.
did this.
I did. We had a torch. We were not
No,
in darkness.
the torch
yet.
was in the room. You hadn't
Torch
picked
was in the room. Torch in the room cancels the darkness.
Okay.
Torch is a light source. It
Okay.
cancels darkness.
All right.
That
I'll trust you, Brad.
I do know that.
Okay.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. With my trade action, Stephen, I'm going to give you the brass key.
Okay, the silver key.
Silver key. And then I'm going to move here because I don't have enough actions to actually move here and open the door.
Well, we don't know if that's going to be the key that we need to unlock the door.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, this is the Silver Key, man. This
It's
is
the
like
silver-
Cult of the Silver Key
It's the
stuff.
silver
This
key.
is stuff
It's
that.
the silver key. It's the silver door.
Okay.
So
All right. All right. Well, Chris is all up on these games.
thank gosh.
He knows all the things. And I should say, Chris, that and everybody watching at home, we're not playing. We're just playing for fun, since we all ran today
Yeah.
or ran today. We're just here to have fun. So, for my first action, I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to try the door. So let's
Oh, okay.
try the door,
I'm trying to
Brad.
get a drink of tea, but all right. The door has a glowing silver glyph. Told you. On it,
Oh, okay.
depicting a key. Hey, what do you know? You can explore only if you have the silver key unique item. Spend an action to explore.
Yeah, sure. The key. Yog-Sothoth is the gate. Yog-Sothoth is the key and the guardian of the gate.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, we got some tiles to find. We got
All
a
right.
big old tile
Got a big tile. Those are yours.
and a couple little tiles, or maybe one little tile.
Okay, so
big
go
old
ahead
tile.
and
I'll
put
get the big old tile down here
there.
properly.
And then we need to. Is this where that goes? Oh yeah, it does.
Yep, it goes kind of like that.
And we're looking for some outdoor tiles.
All right.
One outdoor
And
tile.
look, the trick on this, Stephen, is to look for the crescent marker on the, because these are all probably going to be crescent tiles. So look for the crescent marker on the name of the tile, and that'll show you.
And what does the crescent look
It
like?
looks like a crescent.
Okay, well I see a silver key. I
Not in
see
my
a
pile.
candle.
Give me that other pile.
Let's see. Is this a pickaxe one? Nope. I think I've got them here. Let's
Here,
see.
I've got the spruce grove. What is that? The cave entrance and covered bridge tiles is indicated. I've got the spruce grove and the rotted path. Pig pen. There's the cave entrance.
All right, so Brad has those. All right, so that one goes there, and then this slides up to
It's about there. Yeah.
here.
There we are.
And I'll just, for the moment, just kind of push these down just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so this door is gone,
Yep.
and I've done my move action and my explore action,
All right, I
and
need
we
another
have to
search
put
token.
a
Across
search
from
token.
the tunnel mouth, an impressive silver maple has had something carved into its trunk. Place a search token. Ahead, you can see the covered bridge that crosses Bishop's Brook. Though the inside is deeply shadowed, place darkness in each space of the covered bridge.
Okay.
With a harsh braying, a fusion of animal and man reveals itself on the bridge. Spawn a goat spawn as indicated. I will spawn a goat spawn. The spawning
Is
is
he?
still
Yeah, he's
spawned.
inside the
She
thing.
is inside the thing
How
there.
do you know it's a she? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's how you can tell it's a she.
Yep.
Hubba hubba, zoot zoot, right?
Always classy. All right. A book has been left on the planks of the bridge. Place a search token as indicated.
What did I do with all my search
It's underneath
tokens?
the exclamation point. Flip that over.
Ah,
Yep.
and it goes here.
Yep.
All right.
Book is called The Bridges of Dunwich County. Another one, a boat is overturned on the riverbank under the bridge. Something is glowing through the holes in the hull with purple light. Place a search token as indicated. We need to take care of that.
Well, we need to get.
That's going to be one of these crazy monsters. See, some of the search stuff we can not deal with.
Yeah, but how do you know? Because that could be something important.
Well, it could be. Another tree over the river seems worse for wear. Place a search token as indicated. That doesn't sound too exciting. The stars above fail to illuminate more than your immediate surroundings. Place sight tokens as indicated. Sight tokens are on the bottom of the lanterns.
Okay. So that one's going to go there. Whoops. This one's going to go over here.
Yep, and one more.
Oh,
here.
and one more at the bottom.
By the-
Okay, so what do these sight tokens do?
So the sight tokens, basically, once we get out here, we can probably just tap that, and it'll reveal the next space over.
Oh, okay. So it's
costing-
kind of like a door.
Yeah, it doesn't cost an
Okay.
action though. That's just like you just look. Just turn your eyes in that direction.
Yeah.
You may move one space into the explored area.
Okay, so that was me, right?
Yep.
All right, so I was already in that action when I started. I was already in that space when I started. And
So Zebulon moves too.
so did I. Yeah, I was in this space when we started, so
Yep. So
I did an action and move, so I still have move actions if I
one
want.
more move to do.
Okay.
Good job getting us out of there. We ought to move fast to find the rest of the experiment and destroy it before old Whately realizes we escaped. Continue. All right, so now since you're in this area...
No, I'm not. This is...
you're here.
Yeah.
You're in this space. So
Right.
the force thickens in this direction. An investigator in the cave entrance can reveal the adjacent area. You are in the cave entrance.
Okay.
So now this doesn't cost us anything. This
Are
is
you
just
sure?
a reveal.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we've got a couple more.
Here you go. It's just this
things.
one.
Nope,
It's just...
it's two.
I've got them. They're over here.
Is it?
So you place this. Yeah.
All right. If you
Because I
say
just
so.
went through those just a minute ago.
All right. So this is the old forest.
Okay,
Old
looking
forest goes
for the tree one.
Here. Oh, we're really spreading out now.
Yeah, no, I'll change the shot here. Well, I thought I had them all here. Here it is.
The old oak.
Thematically outside, there's a mist that obscures distance until you walk closer. This is the way I explain it.
That makes
anyway,
sense.
says
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
I'm going to drop some tiles and things while Stephen adjusts the camera. So every branch of the large oak is lined with lilting whippoorwills. Oh, these guys again.
Yeah, whippoorwills.
And the starlight glints violet off something beneath the tree. Place a search token as indicated. All right. Gosh, there's a lot of... See,
I know so much
there's
stuff,
a lot
but
of
we'll
fiddly
never get
business.
that far.
In the damp bowl of the meadow is one perfect footprint, though it is improbably large. Place a search token as indicated. A swath of trees has been bent or broken, leaving a trail of destruction through the woods. Place a search token as indicated. I don't even know if we need to search the destruction. A man-sized puddle of tarry black is seeping into the forest floor. In the center of this mess is an abandoned book. Place the scribe's journal common item as indicated.
Scribe's journal.
And that goes in this space right
Okay.
here. That might be it. I'm going to adjust the size of the view here. All right. So while you're looking for the scribe's journal, I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. Let's see what's in this search token here. The dark streaks on the floor seem to be a pattern of burns. I don't think I care, Stephen. Do you care about the pattern of burns on the floor?
Mm-mm.
I don't either. Okay. Not searching.
I mean, not yet.
Right. Now what's this search token up here is the bark of this maple has been carved to convey some meaning, but the symbols do not look familiar. Is it this one?
That's the boat.
That's the boat. A wavering violet glow reflects off the river beneath the bridge. I think this one we've got to check that one out.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend my 2 movement to go 1, 2, and move over here by the
Okay.
little boat.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend an action to search the boat.
All right.
Wait, off the river beneath the bridge. Anyway, well, I'll search the glow, whatever it is. The glow is coming from beneath a rotting old rowboat overturned on the riverbank. You attempt to lift the boat to investigate beneath it. Test strength.
Test your might.
My strength is 3. Should be able to handle this.
You got
Two
a test of 2
successes. I'm going to
successes.
take that as probably good enough. There's not much I can do about it if it's not. You flip the boat over, revealing a small altar with several eldritch diagrams reverently displayed. The diagrams seem to be a Whately family lineage, but mixed with a lineage of other beasts. I always said, when you lift the document from the altar, the violet glow fades. Gain the old journal unique item and 1 clue, then discard this search token.
Yep, old journal. Here it is.
All right. And a clue. So this journal's entry in the culprit's own handwriting is practically a confession. Nice. It's
And you got your clue already?
It's a piece of evidence. I did get my clue already.
Cool.
Yep.
Was I supposed to discard this key? I guess not.
Probably not. Zebulon walks over to the river and sticks his injured arm under the water with a hiss of pain. Move Zebulon as indicated.
Owie! That hurts! Why am I doing this?
All right, I'm going to... After soaking his arm, Zebulon crows into the night. Waitley, you wicked old rat! Your experiment is coming down tonight! All right, good for you, Zebulon. You know, that really smells like we need to go that way, right?
Do you think we need to go that way? Because, this stuff over here was these path through the trees.
Well, you know what? You know what's going to happen, Stephen? Is our board's about to get bigger.
You're going to go ahead and do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it doesn't cost an action. You can hear the lapping of water from this direction. An investigator in the river crossing can reveal the adjacent area. I will reveal it. Oh, it's a swamp. A low meadow in the forest has filled with water to form a marshland, surface rippling and dark in the night. Discard this site token and place the marshland tile as indicated.
So that's going to be on your side.
Oh, this is going to take forever again. All right. Here, you take some of these and let's...
Marshland. Marshland.
There it is. Got it.
All right. Yeah, I probably should have just left this as a...
Well, you never know with this game. A watertight pack has been abandoned on the riverbank. Place a search token.
It's going to make it hard for you guys at home to see. Hopefully that's still something you can kind of see.
A tall evergreen has a dark hollow in its trunk. Place a search token. Is that it? That's it.
That's it.
Now, can we do this one also?
I don't know. I guess I always see this as these are different areas, but...
Yeah, they are, but so I'm in. So the ground slopes steadily higher in this direction. An investigator in the river crossing can reveal the adjacent area, and I'm still in the river crossing.
Okay.
So
All right.
I can reveal this.
Go ahead and reveal it, and let's see what we're doing. This is a huge one, Brad. What were you thinking?
Oh, there's Sentinel Hill. Out of the forest rises a steep hill capped with a strange circle of standing stones. Get the hilltop and the spruce grove tiles as indicated.
Well, we've already revealed everything that we need to do. Now we just need to...
Yeah, I think this is the whole thing. I think this is...
I hope so. Is there an easier way, Chris, to
Oh, here's the
get
hilltop.
these things ready for gameplay?
You could pick out the ones with crescents. Since
Yeah, but
we-
that isn't necessarily...
You know it's going to be... Well, you know they're going to come up there. Here's the spruce grove.
All right.
You can be pretty sure they're going to come up.
Is there a...
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Oh, there's fire. From the clear sky comes a slash of lightning, nearly destroying a tree near you. While the thunder rolls away, the split tree crashes to the forest floor, igniting the dead leaves with its heat. Place fire as indicated.
So here's the problem, Brad.
Yeah,
I think it's at the end of one of the phases, fire spreads.
does.
So if this is where action's supposed to be happening, fire is going to start spreading all throughout this stuff unless we put it out.
Yes.
So we need to be thinking about that.
Well, Smokey Bear, you worry about that. Some past hunter left his gear beneath a tree. Place a search token as indicated.
And we can really see far.
We can. Down one side of Sentinel Hill is a dark streak, as if death drew his finger through the grass there. Place a search token as indicated. Either that or somebody's dog scooted down the hill. In the center of the ring of standing stones is an altar. Something upon the altar is glowing violet. Place a search token as indicated. That's going to be one we're going to need to take care of pretty quick. All right, and so that's that. You can ditch that site token there. So you notice no more site tokens have cropped up.
Oh, so you think this is it?
This is it. This is the board.
Okay.
This is what we have to deal with. So we could rush to Sentinel Hill, which might be the way to go. And I think we can not cross the river, although we need to look that up. I think that's impassable. But we can go down to the marshland and get across that way. Or we can cross the bridge that has the monster woman on it.
Yeah, that's going to be... that is going to be problematic. Or we could just cross the bridge and Where's the terrain at?
Oh, who knows? Probably in the Learn to Play book. That would be my guess.
Okay.
But who knows?
Some people put them in a binder in numerical order. Holy cow.
See, that would be smart.
That would be smart.
Maybe it's under the move action description. I bet it's under the description for the move action. Movement. Nope. It says that they're impassable borders. I'm guessing that that's probably indicating an impassable border. Would be my...
This is where we rely on awesome people like Chris again, or any other of you who are watching in the stream. I don't know who else is watching. Marshall, I think, is watching. Green Quality is watching. How are you today? I don't think I've seen you ever pop up in our chat before. But if you guys want to help us out with any of the questions that we have, feel free to shout them out. We certainly do appreciate it while we look for things. So is the yellow dashed line
Let's call that
impassable terrain?
I'm almost certain it is. Map tile breakdown. Impassable border represented by a white or yellow dashed border. Oh, white
Oh, so
is also,
even this.
even that's impassable. So we've got to go.
So what do we have to
across
do?
the bridge. We have to go across the bridge.
Oh, so so this part of this tile isn't even, you can't even get
No, you
into
can.
this.
No, you can go here. You go here and get down to that.
Right. But what about these
No,
solid lines?
no, it's the dashed lines that are.
So you can
impassable.
go down to here.
Yep.
You
We
could
go
come
down to
around
here,
and
we
you
could
could
go
come
all
down
the
to
way
here,
around.
but you
So
can't
we
get
could
into
go-
this marshy
it'd be-
area.
For me, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces.
Oh, okay.
To go this way, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. It's actually just the same, and there's no monster in there.
Monsters are going to move towards us, though,
Probably.
because the monsters move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we are done with both of our turns. Oh, we need to start using our token.
Yeah. I'll flip mine over.
I'm just going to flip mine over.
Okay, so you did yours already? I don't think you did, Steven.
Yeah, I did. We started here. I came in here and revealed all the map over
that's
here.
right. That's
and then you came out here
just
and did
moved
your
1,
thing,
2, and did a thing.
then
Okay.
revealed the rest of the map. So,
All right. Sounds good.
all right, into the investigator phase.
Confirm.
All right, here we go into the mythos phase.
Fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
All right, well, I need another one.
Let's go north.
Oh, in a space.
Yep,
So you want to put it over here then?
I do, because let's have it swing around. Look, okay, here, let's talk about this. I vote we go this way to get around this thing,
Okay.
in which case the fire should come north. If you want to take the bridge, still the fire should probably come north.
I mean, I can follow you. It's no big deal. But I'm just wondering, like, what is this?
That's the Scribe's Journal. It is a tome. Effects cannot cause you to discard your clues unless you choose to.
Are we supposed to get clues at the top of the round?
We got a clue at the top of the game.
And that's it.
That's it.
So we don't get
You
clues
get
any other
clues
time.
by doing search things, sometimes
Okay.
by killing monsters.
Okay, well, I have no
So
clues.
I have 3
Uh-oh.
clues.
That says low battery.
Oh,
So
no.
unplug that and plug it back in.
Okay.
And let's see if that will...
I don't know.
Here, let me see real quick.
All right.
Because we don't want this to shut down in the middle of the game.
Boy, that would stink, wouldn't it? What if it's not getting power from that?
Well, it says it's charging now.
Okay. All right.
So hopefully...
Go, little machine.
And hold on, let me go do some stuff over here while Brad does his fancy pants stuff.
All right, so fire spreads.
Okay.
Without watching where you're going, you stumble upon a sheer cliff. This mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the lowest observation. My observation is 4.
My observation is also 4.
All right.
I think you could take it.
I'll take it. All right. So I will resolve the event. You step off the edge and struggle to keep from falling. Test agility at 2. So I'm going for 2 successes. I have 3 agility. I got nothing. I can't even, I'm not going to spend. So if you fail, you lose your balance and tumble to the ground, suffer 1 damage, then flip 1 damage face up. So my 1 damage, I will flip it face up. Minor injury, only a flesh wound. Resolve immediately, no additional effect. Flip this card face down. All right, brilliant. The goat spawn moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in its space with the lowest strength.
So 1, 2. I mean, that's
Yes.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Yeah, it's a weird way to
But
go.
you're
'Cause
not
there's
in
that
its space,
impassable
so-
barrier. But now, would it count the impassable? Because there's an impassable barrier.
Impassable
between-
barrier doesn't count.
Well, I mean, so would it?
It doesn't attack you.
Right,
This
but
is
so
one
would it-
space, one space.
Would it count going? Would it want to go in that direction because there's an impassable barrier there? I guess eventually there's not. We'll just let
Right.
it do that. All right.
Right.
Good enough. No investigators in the space.
Please fire next to more fire, says Green. Thanks, buddy.
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, tap the end phase button to continue.
Okay, well, wait. Now, first we have to resolve it, right?
Right. So each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range. So range, she's within range for you too.
Okay.
So it's 3 spaces.
Okay. So
Oh, there we go. I forgot. So I do this and then this. Resolve a horror check. I'll do mine first. Confirm. The creature barks a harsh braying laughter that fills the air with malice and cruelty. You find yourself eager to laugh along, though your conscious mind cannot find the humor here. Flip 3 horror face up. I have no horror to flip face up.
you have one. Oh no, you
No,
have a
I have a
damage.
damage.
Okay. And I have no horror. Oh no, I do. I need to.
get 2. No, that was mine.
Okay.
This is yours. A wet, musky aroma fills the air as the creature scratches itself happily. Ugh. Jeez, come on. It smells like old oak trees and mulled wine gone sour. Test will at 2. So roll your will and hope for 2 successes.
All right, my will is 4. I had 0
Nothing.
successes.
Let's see. If you fail, the scent is intoxicating. Suffer 1 face down horror and become dazed.
Okay, so now I have 3 horrors.
Boy, I tell you, here's a dazed for you.
And I'm dazed. And dazed says you cannot spin clues to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. At the end of your turn, discard this card, which is fine because I have no clues.
You're clueless.
I am clueless. I twisted my ankle. Owie. If you're over on Twitch, you guys can say whatever you want as well. Balooey is there. It's the investigator phase. Back to the investigator phase.
All right, Stephen. What do you want to do?
You want me to go first?
I don't care. I can.
I wonder if we need any of this stuff.
Well, let's
over
okay.
here.
Let's just double check and let's see what these search items are. If there's anything glowing, so the tree says, "Oh, there's a violin." I'm sure. I'm sure they mean violet. There's a violet glow beneath the ancient oak tree. So there's something over there. If you want to zip over there.
Yeah, but that's whippoorwills are over there, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. There's an enormous footprint. There's some something that's been discarded just outside the destruction of some trees. It's all the broken trees and the big footprint. I'm thinking, don't go there. There's something nasty there.
Okay.
Something lurking in the trees would be my guess. Maple has been carved to convey some meaning, but the symbols do not look familiar. I don't know. I mean, look. So there's the whippoorwill thing. That's a thing. A hawthorn tree has several branches snapped off close to the crown. This says a hollowed portion of the tree trunk has been lined with twigs and crumpled papers to form a nest for some small mammal. We'll probably find some cool item in there. What is this one? Is a small bundle has been left on the riverbank, twine holding the oiled leather closed with swollen knots. Probably a first aid kit or something like that.
Well, I could use something.
A hunter's gun and smashed canteen have been left in the fallen leaves beneath a toppled tree. Now that might be useful to get.
Okay.
The space that's on fire has a perfect dark line from the top of Sentinel Hill to its base where no grass has grown. So I don't know, Stephen. I mean, you can, and then there's the book on the bridge. So if you want to do something,
Oh, the book is on the bridge?
yeah, that's that search token.
Oh, that one is?
Yep.
Okay. I thought,
That's also there.
okay.
Yep. 2 different books. So if maybe this tree over here,
Man, that's so far for me to go.
it is a long.
And
way
I
to
can
go.
I can cross this yellow line, right?
Oh, maybe not. No, yeah, you can cross that yellow line. Yeah. Why is that line yellow?
Yeah, I don't know. Why is
It's
that
not a
line
broken
yellow?
line. I don't know. Let's find out. What does it mean? That the
Monster
line
can't
is-
move over impossible borders unless an ability effect allows it, flying, for example. So
Check that because she has wings. Flip her little thing over. Did you get the little
I did not.
goat spawn token?
good thing she is right here.
Yeah.
The creature is an unholy fusion of human and monster with horns and other bestial features that possesses an animal's strength as well. It says nothing about flying.
All right. Oh, no, she doesn't have wings. I
No.
just dreamed that. She does not have wings. All right. So that's just a border. I don't know why it's yellow.
Okay.
Maybe it's a misprint. Who knows?
All right.
it
So if
meant
I went over
something.
there, if this is,
It's passable.
but so
you
does
could-
this
you
mark?
could move? Yeah, so 1, 2, and then you could do your second. You could move here, and your turn would be done.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think there's a monster over here, and I'm betting triggering this is going to trigger the monster.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna trust you, Brad.
That's what I think is happening. All right, so where do you want to go? Do you want me to?
I think. I'll just go 1, 2, and investigate.
Okay. You're going to investigate this thing here. A small bundle has been left on the riverbank, twine holding the oiled leather closed with swollen knots. Search it.
You know, this is a much easier game to play than like some of the other games we've played.
Anything else we've ever played?
Yeah.
It's not easier to win. But
No, it's not. But I mean, it's a little bit easier. There are some things that you have to, kind of remember.
Yeah. The knots holding the pack closed have been swollen together by the mist from the rapids. You attempt to untie the knotted twine. Roll 2 extra dice if you have a bladed weapon. Hey, you
I do have a bladed weapon.
So test your agility.
My agility is 2,
2 extra dice.
and I get 2 extra dice.
Sorry,
How many dice are we supposed to
hogged
have
all the
each?
dice.
5? I
You're
think
supposed
5.
to have 5. I bought
Okay.
extra dice, so I have 10.
All right, so I'm rolling 4 dice, and I get 2 successes, and I have no clues to spend.
2 successes.
So add 2 successes onto that.
Confirm. It is difficult to gain a purchase on the oil leather now slick with river spray.
So I did not succeed.
You wasted your action. All right. Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh well is fine. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get here, or I could go.
Oh, now you're
2,
going to.
3, 4, and I can get here. No, I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going there, and that's my whole thing. I'm just gonna spend all my time slogging through the marshland here.
Okay.
Now I'm kind of far away from you now.
And you're now going to be attacked by a monster.
I have my trusty gun
Okay.
and my torch.
All right.
In the investigator phase, confirm. Mythos phase. The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire. I'd go up in that corner there.
Okay. And do I need one to put here?
Nope. You just one.
Oh, I thought you
fire.
had to do it for every.
I don't think so. I mean, let's
Fire
look.
says, whenever. Okay. Whenever an investigator moves into a space containing fire or performs an action in the space containing fire, he suffers 1 face down damage. In an action, an investigator may attempt to extinguish. At the beginning of each Mythos phase, fire spreads. If one or more space contains fire, place 1 fire token in a space adjacent to a space that contains fire. So we are supposed to spread these out
Yeah.
exponentially.
Place 1 fire token in a
Oh,
space.
okay.
adjacent
All right.
to- It's not 1 fire token.
But you'd think
for
that
every-
fire needs to, like,
Right, and so
rapidly
3
go
turns
out.
later, we've burned down all of Sentinel Hill and Dunwich, and there's nothing left. I mean, already at this
only
point,
you can prevent forest fires.
only the character carrying the fire extinguisher. Actually, you can't put out.
No, you can
fire.
put out fire. Yeah.
Fire spreads. Yes, it does. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the highest lore.
My lower's 4.
That is you.
Okay.
There you go. Squinting into the night, you are able to discern a faint warping of the air before you. Suddenly, the air solidifies into a writhing mass of tentacles as large as a house. One pale limb flings you into a nearby tree, but just as abruptly the abomination appeared, it fades into starlight. Suffer 2 face-down damage and 2 face-down horror. Will negates.
My will is 4. Let me switch back here.
Oh, man. Oh.
2 face down horror and 2 damage. Face down damage. So I am at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2.
And
I am more than halfway done with this game.
Wow.
That's what you do with taking an old man out into the country to live.
the goat spawn moves up to 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible. Then it attacks each investigator within range. So,
If it moves here, it'll move into your space.
and it'll be within range of all of us.
Yes.
So, okay, go move over there. All right, the monster attacks. The creature tilts its chin to bleat an ululating song. With the strange melody, your inhibitions and sanity briefly leave you. Test will at 1. All right, so you do this too. You're testing your will and hoping for 1 success. That's all you need.
I got 1 success.
I'm going to spend a clue to convert to get 1 success. If you pass, your senses return once you shake the creature's song from your ears. If you fail, you enact endless obscenities on yourself. Okay, well, I'm glad I spent that clue. Jeez, what is with this game all of a sudden? This is a nice Fantasy Flight, wholesome family game, and it's...
I think it's using the old Call of Cthulhu, the 1 through 20 table of all the horrible things that happen to you. Yeah.
It's using the RuneQuest table, if that's what it's doing. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, tap the end phase button. So I'll go first.
Okay.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a golden flicker of movement. Test will at 1. Oh, are you kidding me?
Convert it, man.
I'm running out of clues.
That's okay. I got no clues.
All right, if you pass, you realize the trick before turning into the creature's grasp. All right. Horror check for you. The creature begins to sing a beautiful unearthly song. The words are a mixture of various languages, earthly and otherwise. Test lore at 2. You want 2 successes.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it. I only have 1 success.
Oh, no. Okay, if you fail, you do not understand the lyrics, but they seem to take root in your head and subtly alter your perceptions. Suffer 1 horror and become dazed.
Oh, you know what? I was dazed before, but that was okay because it wouldn't let me use any clue tokens to resolve effects.
That's funny. Well, you're dazed.
Yeah. Is it the same card each time? Okay.
It's manifesting as ABBA's Take a Chance, echoing through your brain. Over
I
and over
love
again.
ABBA, so, that's not that big of a deal for me.
Into the mythos phase. Confirm. Investigator phase.
It was a Justin Bieber song that you resisted there, Brad. All right, so we are back into the investigator phase, and I hope you guys are enjoying this stream. I have a feeling this game is going to be over fairly soon. Only because I have nothing that can... I mean, I can take care of my damage, but I can't take care of my horror. So now would be a good time to point you to our Patreon page at patreon.com/majorspoilers. If you want to see Brad and I play more of these games in future Saturdays, we could use your support for that. So if you enjoyed this time together, patreon.com/majorspoilers. Every little bit helps. Even $2 a month may not seem like a lot to you. It means the world to us as we climb higher and higher and higher and try to open up more goals, which means more stuff for you like these Saturday streams and whatnot. So thank you so much for your support. And again, I hope you guys are having a fun time. We've got Chris and Green and Marshall. I think you're still around. Balooey. And there's like about maybe half a dozen more of you between the various channels. So I hope you're enjoying this day. Back to the investigator phase, Brad.
All right. So I've got a monster with me. I've also got this... a hollowed portion of a tree trunk has been lined with twigs. Oh, a little animal's burrow. I don't think I'm going to search that. So I could start shooting this monster. Let me just check her out for a second really quick on the app here. She has 5 hit points and she's taken no damage so far. So I don't know. I could start shooting her.
Might as well, because she's going to continue to be a pain in our butts.
Would you want to take a turn? No, you know what? Don't,
You have
no.
a gun,
You
and
got
she
that
is in your
spell.
space,
I'm
and
worried
I've got a spell.
You use that stupid spell, and you're going to just get crazier and crazier.
So what is range?
Range, I think, is 3 spaces.
Okay, well,
could
I
check that,
can, as an action, another investigator within range may perform 1 action. So you could actually get 3 actions this turn.
Really?
If I used up all of
That's
my...
your action. So you need both your actions to walk over here close to me, though, I think.
True, but I'm really wondering if I should continue to investigate this thing.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't think it's worth it.
All right.
I'm going to shoot her.
Okay.
I will attack with my firearm. You swallow your fear and hold up your weapon in steady hands. Will at 2. I'm gonna
last
convert
spend it.
I'm spending my last
Spend it.
clue to convert. If you pass, you line up a shot and pull the trigger. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. So that's 3. So she's going to take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Continue. I'm just gonna attack her again. Shoot her again.
Okay. Shoot her again. You don't have to shoot her now.
I do. The world around you seems too slow as you aim down the barrel of your weapon. This is agility at 2. I love the way, by the way, the same weapon, totally different. Like you just can't predict what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Really, really nice touch from this app.
Yep. Green says that I'm going to go insane, shoot you, and win the game.
It's probably right. I failed. A momentary distraction snaps the world back to life, and I flinch, firing wide, become dazed. A squirrel.
That sucks.
Dazed, you cannot spend clues to convert dice results. Or
That's okay,
perform
'cause you don't
additional
have any
puzzle
more
steps.
clues.
At the end of your turn, discard this card. Well, that's not going to last long for me, so okay. All right. That's the end of my turn.
Man, I really don't have... Oh, Mojo's making an appearance. Hi,
Hey,
Mojo.
Mojo.
What's going on? Yeah? How you
being-
doing?
Being cute as always.
All right, well...
Oops. There we go.
Well,
do
you know the app, man. I have many times when playing this game have hit the stupid wrong button, and it's like, oh, end your turn?
No, this app is super easy to use. I love this app.
Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to do some healing, but I could do a shriveling spell against this one, right?
Yeah, but this is just going to, if it gives you any insanity at all, just walk around here towards me. Or I don't know if there's not a heal action or anything, so.
Well, I have
Your bandages.
I have my bandages, which will heal my face down
So you're
damage,
almost-
but it doesn't deal. I have nothing right now to do my horrors, which is the thing that's going to kill me at this point, because there is nothing. I don't think there's anything that I can do to heal. Where's the healing instructions at here?
There is no healing instruction. It's not an action or anything.
Ah, man.
You can just use your bandages if you want to use your bandages.
Well, yeah, so that's what I'm going to
Is
do.
that an action? What
It
is
is an action.
Okay.
Action, discard up to 2 face down damage, then discard this card. So I think I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah.
So I will discard my bandages and discard these 2 face down damage wherever our...
There's our damage discard pile.
Okay.
I just got mojo hairs everywhere because I'm petting the kitty. Sorry.
Yeah, that'll happen with that cat. Mojo, hey,
It's a good boy.
Mojo, why don't... Let's see, can you guys see
fine.
Mojo in there? I don't know if you can see Mojo in the shot.
His
He's
head's
pretty
right there.
close,
He's almost
right on
in
the
the shot.
edge.
He's stretching.
So now the only thing I can do is move 2. What if I moved up here?
That's not. Oh no, come. Oh, 1, 2.
And then
Okay,
I
no,
would be
because,
away.
because the darkness. You don't have the torch. I have the torch.
Well, that's okay. I just need to move through here.
I'm not sure you can even do that.
I can move through the darkness.
Can you move through the
Yeah.
darkness? Okay.
I just can't
can't
do any
anything.
searchings and clues and stuff.
But if you move, look. If you
Darkness.
move 2, if you move
hinders
2,
an investigator's ability to resolve skill tests and puzzles. An investigator in a space containing darkness cannot spin clues to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. Each investigator in or adjacent to a space containing a light source or fire ignores the effects of
Yeah,
darkness.
don't do that. Just move 2.
All
Right.
right. Well, 1, 2,
All right.
and that's
then-
going to be the end of my turn.
Well, and you can move.
No, I
oh,
can't
you're
because I
right.
use my
You're
action
done.
to heal.
All right. The Mythos phase. Well, those come around fast, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, we're so used to in the Arkham Horror game
Place fire.
saying that, we got the investigator phase, we got the mythos phase, we got the upkeep phase, we got the, all of that stuff.
The walls of the room seem to close in. This Mythos event affects the investigator within range of the fewest spaces. What the hell does that even mean?
What does it
Steve?
say?
It affects the investigator within range of the fewest spaces. I guess
That's you.
No, that's you because you're down in the corner.
You are in the same space as that thing.
No, not within range
Oh, okay.
of the monster, within range of the fewest spaces.
Oh, yeah, that is me.
Yeah, that's going to be you.
Okay.
The walls of the wide open wilderness are closing in on you. You are forced to crouch and shuffle. Well,
Suffer one horror.
suffer one horror. Yeah, I should be the one suffering the horror.
This is a
Now, will
flip
negates.
over, right?
Will negates.
Okay, so
No, just sit it down there. Oh, have we been suffering face-up damage that we should?
no, mine has always
always
said
been
face
face
down.
down?
Mine has said suffer a face down
Okay,
damage.
all right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what am I rolling? Will Gates.
Yeah, will v gates.
Will Gates.
Wait, what's your will? What's your will?
My will is 4.
How many dice you rolling?
4.
Okay.
1, 2.
2. You negated it.
All right, so I don't have to worry about that.
Then become stunned.
All right, so where's a stunned token at? Oh, also my dazed goes away.
Oh man, there's so many conditions in this game now.
I know,
You have the
right?
expansions.
I thought I had them broken into groups,
You do, but there's still.
but I didn't put them in alphabetical order, so sorry.
Stunned.
Chris says you become insane when you reach your threshold. Then you have another chance to continue with all horror removed. Just have to draw the insanity card. So that is a positive, I guess. I suppose.
Sure.
Chris, are we doing okay on this game? How does everything look from your end? Same way with you, Mr. Green Quality. I don't know what that means, but
So you're stunned. What does stunned say?
stunned. You didn't give me the card. Here it
there.
is, right here. Stunned says you cannot perform more than a single action during your turn. At the end of your turn, discard this card.
Okay, that stinks.
Yeah.
All right, the goat spawn moves 2 spaces toward the nearest. It doesn't need to move. And it attacks the investigator space with the fewest items. It's going to be me. Monster attacks. With few defenses, the creature's pursuit begins to seem inescapable. Test will at 2. Oh, I'm so close, but I failed. If you fail, you lose all hope and let the creature through your guard suffer 1 damage and 2 horror. Now, these are not face down.
Yeah.
So 1 damage. Minor injury, only a flesh wound. Resolved immediately, no additional effect. Flip this card face down. Sudden shock. Gasping in surprise and fear, you clutch at your face, forgetting for a moment what you had been holding only seconds before. Resolve immediately, drop 2 random items, then flip this card face down. So I'm going to drop... oh no. All right. Hope I don't drop the torch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's no darkness over here, unless you're going to go across the bridge.
Yeah, but you know what happens when I drop the torch.
Oh, it starts a fire?
Yeah. And you've got to come through that space.
Yes, I do.
There's no not coming through that space. Oh,
1.
this is not exactly random. Wait, here. Let's do that again. Because you could see which one was the unique item, the evidence.
Oh, so just pull it up then.
No, just okay. So
Yeah, so I don't
you
have to
tell
do
me-
anything.
you
Just
tell
pull
me-
out. Just pull
You
up
tell
2
me
of them.
left,
Left.
middle, left. The torch is dropped. All right, now tell me left or right.
Right.
The 38 revolver is dropped. I kept this stupid book. Oh my god. All right.
But I can still pick up this torch, right? So give me a fire.
Not yet. Oh wait.
Yeah, because when you
was it-
drop the torch, a
okay,
fire starts.
All right. Then flip that card face down. Now my other minor shock. Your heart races and your breath catches in your throat. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down.
Chris says that we are doing great in Lovecraftian standards.
Wow.
According to Lovecraft standards, we're right on
Which could be
target
pretty
for
low if you're looking
going
for
insane.
artistic literary merit.
All right. What do we have to do back at the monster over here? Nothing, right?
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. I'll go first. Confirm. I will resolve a horror check. The creature begins to pull and tease its fur playfully, beckoning you close with a flirtatious smile. Will at 2. I failed again. You're drawn closer, suffer 1 horror, and move 1 space toward the goat spawn. Well, that's not going to happen.
So suffer 1 horror.
1 horror.
Doesn't say face down, right?
That's right. So, your heart races. Oh, this is minor shock. Nothing. Okay. All right. Continue.
No, it's my turn.
Yes. The creature meets your eyes with its strange rectangular pupils. Some deep animal part of your mind finds kinship in the gaze, and you feel a frolicking madness begin to take root within you. Suffer 2 horror. Will +1 negates.
Will +1, so 5 dice that I get to roll.
Yep.
The gates. What is up? I rolled 1.
So take 1 horror.
1 horror. And this is hysteria. You scream and scream and scream. You slap yourself as hard as you can, hoping to break this cycle. Resolve immediately. Flip 1 damage face up. Then flip this. I have no damage. Then flip this card face down.
All
So
right.
now I think I'm sitting at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Oh, this is getting pretty grim, Stephen.
Yeah, you're telling
So
me.
we're ending the mythos phase. All
Yeah,
right.
we spread fire, right?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about this.
You can put the fire out.
No, I can't. I need to kill the monster, but I don't have a weapon. So
Oh.
I'm just gonna punch her, unless you want to come in here.
I can do a shriveling spell.
Well, dude, look how close you are to going crazy.
I also have a knife.
You could knife attack her. I think she's only got 1 hit point left, as I recall. Nope, she has 2 hit points left. I could also try to evade her.
Oh yeah, because you can't leave that space, right? Or not? You
Well, I
can
can-
leave that
So
space,
no,
right?
if I want to do anything other than attack her, I have to evade her first. So I could evade her and try to pick up the torch and the gun, and then I could shoot her.
Green Daily wants to know what is the old man doing?
He's
Anything?
nothing. Nope, he's still there. His token is still on the board. So I think probably if we hit one of these search icons over here, then the game will know that we're in that space and he'll suck over there to us.
Okay.
Right now, the game doesn't really know where we're at. The app doesn't know where we're
Yeah,
at.
and that's if I were to say if there was one thing that could improve the game is to totally make it an in-app game
Yeah,
and
right.
remove all the little bits, right?
Yeah.
And make it somewhat tactical of where your characters are moving and take care of some of that stuff for you. I mean, it would be super, super simple. And I've said this before. It would be super, super simple for them to take this game and turn it to a completely online game, whether it is on Steam or as an app or whatever. It would be super, super easy to do that.
Yeah, but there's something tactily fun about this.
No, I agree. But I think you should be able to play it both ways. Because if I'm on the road and I want to take, like an hour or two to just kind of play this game, I should be able to flip this into electronic only mode.
Well, there
And
are
if I,
there are a million other games you can play if you're on the road.
but I like this game.
No,
All right. So what are you going to do, Brad? Are you going to pick up these items? You're going to.
I think I'm gonna try to do an evasion.
So that's
I
an
don't have-
agility check.
I don't have any dazed or any other garbage on me right now. It is an agility check. My agility is at 3. Well, we don't know what it is, to be honest with you. That's not how this game works, remember?
Oh, right.
It's just going to be whatever it is. So I'm going to... I'm going to try to pick up those items. And I'm going to do an evade to try to do that. The creature throws a rock at you at great speed. Test agility at 2. That's not good. I fail. Your head rings with the impact. Suffer 1 face down damage and forfeit your action. Boy, that stinks. All right. Okay, then I'm just going to attack the monster with my hands. That was just dumb. Attack unarmed. You study your opponent's movements. Observation at 2, so 4 dice. No, I failed again. Your opponent gives away nothing and you miss your opportunity. So I just wasted my entire turn. Sorry, Stephen.
That's all right.
That was useless.
So if I move into this space, if he moves as part of his second act, let's see. Whenever a monster starts, fire spreads. When an investigator moves into a space containing fire or performs an action in a space containing fire, he suffers 1 face down damage. So you had to take 2 face down
Take 2
damages.
face down damage for that. Yep.
Oh, you're almost dead too.
If I can take 2 more, I better get out of here.
Um,
Yeah, I should just
so
ran.
you could have tested your agility. Yeah, so for each success you roll, He may discard 1 fire token from his space or space he moves into if he moves as part of the second action or later in the round.
Right, but I've got a monster in here with me.
But you don't have to evade a... I guess you do have to evade a monster if you're moving out, right? Or not. You could just run. Can't you?
No. If you try
You
to move,
have to
you
move.
have to evade.
Okay.
You have to evade.
But there's no, like, immediate interrupt or anything.
What are you talking about?
Like, if you try to move and
If
you don't
try to-
evade...
if you want to do any action other than fight the monster, you have to evade first.
But
Low
the-
battery, 5% battery
All
remaining.
right, so
Stephen.
unplug it and plug it back in again. I don't know why this is...
Scaring me.
I don't know why this is doing this. Let me double check and make
Got
sure
nothing
that it's...
running in the background, do you?
No. Well, nothing of importance. Yeah, it shows that it's charging. That may be one disadvantage to this. All right, so what you gonna do, Brad?
Well, I'm done.
Oh, you're done.
It's you, buddy.
Okay, so
So here's the deal. So if so the monster is going to suffer 1 damage from fire. Yeah, I should have just tried to get out of there.
it already suffered. It needs to take 1 damage already.
No, it hasn't begun its turn, and the fire just. I just dropped the torch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it
No, you
hasn't-
just spent 2 actions. We just finished.
Well, that was yeah, but I mean, okay. So the trigger for the monster is, where's it at? When a monster starts its activation, and so the monster
Okay.
hasn't started. I dropped the torch as a result of the monster's last activation.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do?
I have no idea because if I move in here, I'm going to take a damage, which isn't that big of a deal. I can attempt to put out the fire, but my agility is only 2.
Well, you could go try to go up the other way.
You mean back around this way?
Sure.
Man, what a waste of space and time. Oh, and plus I'm stunned, so I can only perform a single action.
Oh. Well, then you need to, I don't know, is there like a focus action or anything like that? Or there's nothing to interact with down there.
I can move back.
Yeah, but then you can just move back. That's all
And
you
that's
can
it.
Do. Do you have any components actions? I guess you're... No?
I have a tome, which will let me, if I'm resolving lore, which will allow me to roll an additional die, which I probably should have been doing. Yeah, I really can't do anything. I could give you another action right now if I wanted to as my action. Do you want another action to try and do something?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can... Oh, but no, if I do another action, I'm going to take another damage. I mean, I guess I could try to evade and leave the space. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, Stephen, what am I going to do?
But if I move into this space, I can't move out of the space.
Yeah, you don't, ugh.
Suggestions on what I should do.
Well, they're on a delay.
Well, not much of a delay. By the time that they get caught up to us, we'll still be sitting here going, I don't know. So what should I do, ladies and gentlemen? What should I do? Should I go back around? Should I try to move into it? Because Brad is kind of screwed into his position, both on fire and he has to evade to perform an action. So what should I do on this turn? Should I just move? I am stunned, so I can only do one thing this turn. I could use implant suggestion and give Brad another action.
When I suffer 2 more damage, I will simply become wounded. I won't be dead. I'll
Right.
just gain the wounded.
And then you get rid of all of your...
And I get rid of all of it, and then I start gaining it again, and then I'm dead. Why don't you give me another action?
Okay, I'm going to implant a
And
suggestion.
I'm going to...
For my 1 turn, I'm going to implant a suggestion.
What should you suggest, though? Should I... Should I
I think you should put out that fire.
put out the fire? But the fire will damage. I think I should try to leave the space. No, because then she'll come with me. Phew. I could move down to you.
Yeah, but
That doesn't help.
no.
All right,
I
I'll
mean,
try to- all right,
you
I'll try
can,
to-
right? I mean, but
I'll
you
try
still
to-
have to evade,
I'll
right?
try to put out the fire.
You still have to evade, right?
Yeah,
if you try to
no
move.
matter what I do, I have to evade. Oh, I guess I could just attack her.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, you have nothing to attack her with, but go ahead.
I'll just attack.
All right.
her.
So as soon as you're done with that, I have to flip over this card.
All right. Attack unarmed. You lunge at your foe's legs in an attempted tackle. Strength with 2 successes. I did it, Stephen.
Excellent.
If you pass, you catch your enemy off balance and the weight of your body carries it to the ground hard. If the monster suffers damage equal... Oh, wait, no.
You attacked, right?
No, I know what you should have done for your action.
What?
You can put out the fire because you're in an adjacent space. You don't have to be in the space. That's what we should have done. All right, anyway, we did this already. Oh, boy, that was dumb. All right. Your body catches the ground hard. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result +1. So she suffers 4 damage. Phew, she's dead.
Okay, so that's off the...
The abomination collapses into a black puddle of ooze, and its stench somehow becomes even more acrid. The death of this creature reminds you of the guard in the dungeon. Gathering a sample of this black substance could shed more light on old Whately's experiment. Place the circumstantial evidence unique item in the goat spawn space. Continue. Now I'm going to take a damage for taking an action in fire.
Okay, hold on, because I'm still not done here. Circumstantial evidence.
All right.
Okay, so when you stretch out to touch mines, something else slips under your defenses. Now I can roll my lore, and I have to hit 2, and my lore. So I'm done. Well, this turn isn't really done. My arcane manuscript allows me to roll 1 additional die while testing lore.
Awesome.
I have to have a success of 2, and I got a success of 1.
No.
If you fail, you lose control of your facilities. Flip to damage face up. So,
Damage.
no damage. I have no damage. Then discard this card and gain another implant suggestion spell.
All right.
That goes there.
Yep. Just put, there's that. There's one of those.
Okay. And I can discard stunned because I'm done.
All right. Very good.
And now my turn is done. You had that other action. Next turn, I'll try to extinguish.
Well, first,
Fire spreads. Oops, sorry, guys.
the fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire. Go up north again. Yeah. All right, fire spreads. This mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the highest observation. I have 4.
I have 4 as well.
All right.
Boy, we are really picking these, Brad.
You know what? I'll take it.
Okay.
'Cause it looks like it's going to be a crazy thing. So,
Okay.
in the wan starlight, you see the trees part, splintering and bowing away from nothing. There is nothing there. Suffer 3 face down horror. Will +1 negates. Oh, look at that. 3 successes. Oh, I didn't even roll my +1. I just rolled normal. I got it.
Good.
Zebulon catches sight of the purple glow through the branches of the forest and hurries to investigate. Move Zebulon Whately as indicated. Zebulon, what the hell?
Why'd you go over there,
He's
Zebulon?
lost his mind. We firmly established not to do anything over there. After a bit of muttering and obscure gestures, the arcane glow fades and Zebulon chuckles to himself. One step closer to stopping old Whately, and the app failed, Stephen.
No, the app didn't fail. The iPad
The iPad
lost its
shut
power.
down. Well,
Yeah.
I hope we didn't.
Yeah, it's restarting.
It's restarting. Oh, it was just getting good.
Hopefully it saved our progress,
I hope.
because that sucks.
That would make us cry
It would make us cry.
like little babies.
Yeah, that happens, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens when this reboots.
Should we just plug it into some power? Do you got a wall to plug
Well,
it?
no, I mean, it's plugged in. It's supposed to be getting power from the unit.
Yeah.
And the
that's-
only way that we get the screen is because it's plugged into...
You think the screen is the unit is sucking too much power out of it?
It might be.
We could plug it in the wall and just lay it right here.
I mean, we can. Let's go to the game camera and let's see what we have. But I think our viewers like the full screen experience there, Brad.
I'm sure they do. It's not
Right.
charging, it says. Should I pull it out?
Yeah.
Plug it back in? And it is charging.
I know that's the problem, right? Is
Yeah.
that it was doing that.
It's
So
inconsistent and it's charging.
yeah.
I will press home to unlock. Oh, no, it's at 100%. Huh. It needs your passcode. Everybody's going to see your passcode. That's what it says.
Here.
That can't be right. Now it's at 2%.
Yeah.
And it's not charging. Oh, of course it's not charging.
There's the wall wart.
Okay.
Plug that in. Behind you. And let's see.
There's no free space, Jack.
Oh, okay. Here, let me have it.
Yeah, you got a power strip there.
Yeah.
Live streaming. I tell you what.
Let's see. Who do I have to unplug?
Look at us solving problems.
Who do I have to unplug to get some charge in this joint?
Another way.
I will have to investigate. Here, let me have that and let's see. Of course, it could very
Got a bad
easily
cable.
be a
No, it
bad
can't-
cable.
Can't be a bad cable because you would have had.
It could very easily be a bad cable.
It's a nice looking cable.
It is, but it's also very cheap.
Boy, Zebulon really disappointed me by running away like that.
Yeah, way to go, Zebulon. It happens. It happens. So, Brad, give us a, for everybody who's just now joining us, give us a rundown of what's going on in this game.
Well, we were playing this game, and we were in Dunwich. We got ambushed by some cultists. They locked us in a cell, the cell over here. We broke out of the cell along with our friend Zebulon Whately of the Undecayed Whateleys of Dunwich. We came out here and we beat up another cultist, a dark druid. He dissolved into a pile of goo. We got a silver key off of his body and opened this door. Came out here. Saw this covered bridge and a hill in the distance and a river. On the bridge was this crazy lady with a tail, and she was kind of gross and weird occasionally.
This is a big ass tablet.
Just a big ass tablet.
So sorry for this, everybody.
We'll take it how we can get it.
Yeah, well,
All right, so and then we killed her, but I dropped my torch and started a fire and almost have toasted myself. And Zebulon Whately is over there doing God knows what.
well, I don't have a history of bad cables. My cables are always good unless you have an evil cat that decides to chew through the
Let's
cables.
see here, Zebulon has
Zebulon
not
is
moved yet. No.
over here.
So according to the game, he has not moved yet. He's
Okay.
still,
All right. So we need
still
to
back
advance
there.
to the next.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
we
the
need
next thing
to-
going to be is a.
What was the thing that I did? Is
nothing.
the monster still in? So check and see if the monster's still
She's
there.
not there. I'm
Are
gonna
you
touch-
sure?
Yeah, she's not there.
Okay.
I'm going to touch this and see if it wants to. No, we're not going to. Okay. So what? So you know what? Zebulon has not moved. We're going to go back in time.
Okay.
Zebulon didn't move. Maybe we got a reprieve from Zebulon doing
Okay.
something
So this
stupid.
fire is not out yet.
No, I think we put that fire back. I think we're everywhere else. Hey, now we can hear music.
Well, yeah, because it's not plugged in to
That's
bring in
weird.
music.
Okay, so it's our turn. Basically, just do stuff. Here's what I would like you to do. I would like
Well,
you to,
so I mean, do we need to just continue? I mean,
yeah, just keep playing.
okay, all
I
right.
mean, the game is fine. The game just didn't do Zebulon, basically. So who
Okay,
knows? Who
all
knows
right.
what's going on with Zebulon?
Sorry, I'll got to figure this out for the next time. So
Yep. So here's what I'd ask you to do. I would ask you to put out this fire.
all right, I have to do an agility
Extinguish
check.
Fire. I think it's a.
Yep, an agility check, which is only 2. And for each success that I roll, I get to put out a fire. And I have no extra actions. Oh, hey, let me all right, I got to put the fire out.
Awesome.
And I'm also going to get rid of that little iPad screen that shouldn't be there anymore. So give me just a second, everybody. Yeah, iPad capture. and get rid of that and window capture. There we go.
Brilliant.
All right.
So,
Resuming the activities. This was a good setup for while it lasted.
that was one action. I would suggest you just move towards Sentinel Hill as best you can. I'll pick up all this junk.
1, 2. And my turn is done,
Turn
Brad.
is done. Okay,
My
I'm
turn
gonna-
is done.
I'm going to grab all those items as
Okay,
a trade
it's
action.
one action, so you get all of this stuff back.
I got my gun. Got my orange crush. Some evidence.
Green says, Mojo is one of the cats of Uthar. Confirmed.
Yes, no kidding.
Well, that was the cats that chewed through the cable was a devil cat that we got rid of because...
He was a nice cat other than that. All right, move me to that space that has that search icon in it. Yeah.
So can you catty corner across there, or
No,
does that count as one?
That's two spaces.
Okay.
So,
So
let's
1, 2.
refresh our memories here. This one is a hawthorn tree that has its branches chopped off. This one is, this is like a hunter's gun. You might want to get this. A hunter's gun and smashed canteen have been left in the fall.
Well, so then what if I wanted to go 1, 2?
No, that's not the hunter's gun.
Oh,
the
okay.
hunter's gun is the space I'm in. Then this one here is a perfect dark line down Sentinel Hill, and then there's the glowing altar atop Sentinel Hill. So I've done my two actions. Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. There's no monsters, so...
Zebulon's still here.
Oh, don't talk to
I'm
him.
just looking at him. All right. I'll leave him alone. I was just checking him. Making sure the app knew he was still there. Mythos phase.
Oh, and I can't change over, so...
The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
I
Here's
guess
some
I will just
fire.
put it...
Yep.
Can I put it over here?
Crosses the river.
All right.
There's a tree branch.
Yeah, that just hung over, and
This mythos affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the highest observation. I'm 4.
I'm at 4. So this is the one that we just... This is where we would have been at.
No, this is just normal.
Okay.
This is just.
All right. Again, whatever.
Oh, maybe this is the
We're
same
having
one.
fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's where the last save action happened before we finished that stuff. Because now Wilbur's going to move. We basically got a free move.
We got a
out of
free
everything.
turn. Sorry, everybody, we got a free turn. Suffer 3 face down horror. I guess we could pass on our next turn if we want to. You want to pass on this?
No, so let's just do it.
Just not do this mythos phase and then.
No, let's just do it.
No, we could not do this mythos phase. Have Wilbur go and. All right, you're right. Let's just do it. You're right. So I suffer 3 face down horror. Will +1 negates.
And you get a bonus, right?
I do. I got my +1. I'm rolling it this time because I'm probably not going to get that lucky. Oh my gosh, I
did.
did. Look at that. Isn't
You got
that
3.
awesome? All right. Continue.
Now
Now he
Wilbur
goes.
moves.
There he goes.
Zoop.
Zebulon catches sight of the purple glow through the branches of the forest and hurries to investigate. Move Zebulon Whately as indicated. Woo! Continue.
My name is Zebulon.
After a bit of muttering and obscure gestures, the arcane glow fades and Zebulon chuckles to himself. 1 step closer to stopping old Whaley. Discard the search token in the old oak as indicated.
So somebody's got it, obviously, since we didn't.
Investigator phase. All right, we did get a free turn there.
I mean, we did. I mean,
I kind of think we should just
end our turn and
just go to
okay,
the
that's
go
fine.
to the mythos phase.
I'm okay
basically,
with
'cause
that.
Nothing. It didn't. Yeah. I will end the investigator phase and go to the mythos phase because 1 turn in this game can mean a lot. Actually.
Yeah.
The fire spreads out of control. Place fire. Okay, this you don't need to do because we've
Okay, we've already done that.
We've done
Okay.
this. All right. A disembodied voice whispers blasphemies into your ear. This mythos event affects the investigator with the highest lore. That's you, buddy boy.
That is me, so it is up to me. What am I rolling here?
You do your best to disregard the voice. Test will at 2.
Will. Okay, so my will's at 4. If this were a lore test, I could throw in an additional. I got 3.
Passed. Look at you. If you pass, the vile notions imposed on your mind only steal your resolve. Your resolve is steeled.
Man, we need to gain some more clues, man.
Well, investigator phase.
1, 2. Just get on top of Sentinel. Well, we need to get the shotgun.
I don't know. I mean, maybe let me get on top of Sentinel Hill,
Okay.
pop that clue, and then if you need to, you pick up the shotgun. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
All right.
Because then I can go 1-2, and I'm still one away from that spot. So.
Yeah, jump me up there.
1-2.
One action. For my next trick, the altar is a solid slab of White River stone, but the center has been worn into a bowl. Around the edges are glowing purple runes that seem to swirl and move before your eyes. An investigator can tap to attempt the puzzle using lore only if they have at least 2 evidence. I have 2 evidence. Wow. I'm kind of stunned.
I'm stunned too. Now, the bad thing is, this is one of them hard ones that, Brad, you should have a pen and paper, and your lore is what?
My lore is 4. I get 4 tries at this.
Okay.
So we've got 5 colored symbols. We got 4 things. Oh, don't move.
You don't need to move it? You don't need to see it? Okay.
I got this.
All right.
So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to see what we got here.
Yes.
So I got 1 correct and 1 in the correct position. All right. So I'm going to go white, red, red, white. All right. So that's interesting. Okay.
Brad is really good at this, guys.
I am pretty good at this. But still. All right, so my first guess is green, yellow, blue, red. And I got a star and a magnifying glass. Then I guessed white, red, red, white. And I got a star and 2 magnifying glasses. So then I'm going to do this. I'm going to say green.
Mm-hmm.
Red, white, red.
2 in the correct. So you got the first 2 right. Well, maybe.
We don't know. You have no idea.
I think you got the first 2 right.
So what I removed there is one of the whites. So we know that there are 2 whites.
How do you know that?
Because I removed a white.
Oh, okay.
And we lost ground. So there are at least 2 whites in this puzzle. I'm going to assume, in fact, that it's the 2 whites at the end. Green is not in this puzzle. We know that. And we know one of the reds is in the correct spot. It can't be the 2 whites. They can't both be at the end. Let's do that. We know green is not in the puzzle. So green is not correct there. See, I'm sorry, people, this is going to take me a while, but I'm going to figure this.
No, Chris says this puzzle is hard for me. Never was good at Mastermind. I was never good at it either. I always just stumble into it stupidly.
Yeah. So, okay, so green. Okay, so we know we have 2 whites and no greens and 1 red. So it's white, white, red. Some combination, and then is the next one yellow or blue? Let's just guess that it was the yellow. We'll say that this white is the one that's in the correct position. Oh no, you know what? It's not going to.
I think you need a red in there somewhere.
I think I do too, but I'm gonna do the blue. I'm gonna do the blue. This is a white, and this is a red. And
final guess.
That's not right. That can't be right. Okay, this is not going to be correct.
I bet you have 3 of them right.
Yeah, we're just going to have to take another shot at this. So I can't do it in 4 moves. There's just not enough information. But I know this is wrong, so I shouldn't do this because I know it's wrong.
Take your time.
Oh, what if it's this red is what's correct here?
Yeah.
And then this blue is going to go here. It's 2 whites. So white, white. So if I go, so here, the one that was correct here is, that's not right either. Okay, so the blue goes here.
No, blue goes here.
Nope. Work with me on this. I think this could at least possibly be correct.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm really good at these, man. No,
Brad, oh, Jiminy Christmas.
The symbols circling the altar flare bright white, and the very ground of Sentinel Hill begins to tremble. Fractures in the altar begin to form, spider webbing out from the center. Something seems to be embedded inside the altar. An investigator can tap to attempt the puzzle using strength, only if they have at least 3 evidence. So I am out of actions. I cannot attempt the puzzle using strength, so... and I do not have 3 evidence. Do you have
I
evidence?
do have an evidence, so...
Okay, all right. So you've not gone this turn, right?
I have not. So your strength is how much?
My strength is 3.
My strength is 3.
Okay.
So, I'm going to have to burn... Yeah, I would have to burn all my turns to get up next to you. And you would... and that would mean foregoing this shotgun, which is okay. I got a shriveling spell and a knife.
Yeah.
And then on your turn, you can take from me.
Or you can take... We'll do a trade action. And
Yeah, then I
attempt
can
to
give
solve
you
the
my
puzzle,
evidence. Yeah.
And then it will trade back and attempt to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
I think that's the only way to do it.
All right. So I'm going to move.
Move.
1, 2, and then do another move. 3 in my turn. Right
Yep.
there.
Okay. Mythos phase. The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
Shall we go over here?
Sure, why not? Fire spreads. This mythos event affects the investigator with the most evidence. That's me. I have 2. As the pieces fall into place, you start to understand that old Whately has made a beast of enormous power and has yet to perfect its presence in this world. As if thinking about it called its attention to you. Oh no. A great invisible limb bowls you over onto the ground. Suffer 1 damage and 1 horror. Lore negates. So I've got 2 lore.
1 success. How many
So I
did you need?
suffer only, I need 2. I suffer only 1 damage and 1 horror. I'm going to take the horror because the damage would wound me. I'm going to take the horror. Minor shock. Your heart races and your breath catches in your throat. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. So I've only got 4 horror on me.
Okay.
All right. Continue. Investigator phase. Well, that was easy enough.
Yeah, where's the giant monster? I mean, I don't want a giant monster,
Yeah,
but...
what are you talking about?
All right, my
so
turn.
Trade to you?
No. I'm going to give to you because you're better at these. Because what are we testing?
We can help
Here,
each
click
other.
on that.
Strength. It's testing strength again.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you want to trade
Yeah,
with
I'm
me?
going to trade with
Okay.
you. So I'm going to trade with you.
So I now have 3 evidence. Oh.
And I'm going to... do I
No,
take this implant a suggestion and let you do an action? Because then
Well,
you would
no,
have
I'll,
3 actions.
I'll do the trade action.
No, listen. I can implant a suggestion in you.
So I'll do
You
the trade
can get
action.
an action.
Yeah, so I'll do the trade action. Then I'll try to solve the puzzle. Then you can implant an action in me and I'll do it again. Oh, no, I see what you're saying. You do the trade action.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
which I
he's
just did.
Way smarter than me.
My second action
So
is
implant that. Okay.
for you to implant
All right,
that.
I will
So,
attempt. Okay.
and I still have to remember to do this card,
You
so
gotta
I'm just going to
flip
set
that
it right
upside
there.
down. Yeah. All right.
All right, a puzzle.
So my strength is 3. I only get 3 swipes on this one. Well, fortunately, looking at this sideways is just as easy as looking at it right side up. Okay, so I know this piece is going to go here. And I also know this piece is going to go here. And these 2 corner pieces stay the same. Okay, so on 3, I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Boom, done. Good job, Brad.
Thank you. God, I love puzzles. With Sentinel Hill shaking around you, clear away enough of the stone to reveal several wrought iron keys and trails of black powder. As soon as your fingers brush against one of the keys, a great clap of thunder startles you, and the altar splits in two. Gain the ritual component's unique item and one clue, then discard this search token.
Okay, so we can discard the search token, and you need the ritual components, unique item.
Yep.
Ritual components. There you go. Ritual components.
Evidence. Okay.
Now, I have to.
Oh.
I guess we need to finish this,
Yeah,
right?
we're still running this. With a crash of lightning, a thin man appears atop Sentinel Hill. He snarls at you. You fools! Now no one can control it. I was so close. Spawn a wizard as indicated. This is Old Whately.
Okay, so here's a wizard
There's the wizard thing.
in our spot, right? Okay,
It says
just to spawn him.
as indicated. Yep. Okay.
All right.
When the light fades, Zebulon sprints up the hill to confront his relation. Looking far younger than his white hair would suggest, move Zebulon Whately as indicated. You hear Zebulon shout under a peal of thunder, "What was done by Whately hands, let Whately hands undo!" He reaches for Old Whately at the same time as Sentinel Hill disappears in the flash of sudden lightning raining down on the forest. You hear the screams of horrible creatures all around you. Discard all monsters.
Well, we had no monsters,
No
so
monsters, yeah.
I think we won the game, Brad.
I don't think so. I don't think we're even close. Old Whately's body seems to lose its solidity, melting under the ground in a tarry black mess. The smell is horrible, but worse is what he whispers before collapsing. "By Yog-Sothoth's name and by my blood I'll be back. You have only delayed what is to be." When the air finally clears, Sentinel Hill stands empty. Both Old Whately men nowhere to be seen. Discard Zebulon Whately.
Oh,
Yep.
okay,
You're
both
good.
of them.
Yep. A terrible howl echoes off of the near trees, building to a crescendo of pain. The night air seems to draw together into, our stupid thing died again.
Ah, come on. This is plugged in, right?
Yeah, I think you got a bad cord.
I
dude.
think I do have a bad cable.
God.
And now we're going to have to get up to that point again.
It's a good thing we're professionals.
Well, I wish.
If we get Patreon support, Stephen, do you promise to buy a good
I
cable?
will buy a new cable if we get 3 new patrons today at the $5 level.
I've got a good one in my car if you want.
No, I'm sure Chata has one.
All right.
Let me see.
I'm going to enjoy a nice drink of tea.
Well, here,
while
let's
Stephen's out there.
let us guys just take a real quick break for like 10 minutes right at the climax of this story.
This is going to take 10 minutes. Run and get a cable, man.
All right.
Oh, wait, there's one plugged into your phone.
No, that
Oh.
is not.
Darn.
Hey, Chata? Hey, Mason, can I
So, thanks for joining us. I can't read the chat right now because I can't see that far with these glasses. We're looking for a cable. Man, dang, we were so close. Stephen thought we were going to win, which is hilarious because I know, just because that's how these things always go. There's going to be a big giant monster. I think that's what was about to pop out, was the big giant monster that's going to eat us. It's going to make Stephen go crazy, and then he's going to probably get that shotgun down there from the hunter's cache and shoot me. And then he'll win the game because I'm dead, and then he'll ride the monster all around Dunwich. That's what I think is going to happen. Hey, Stephen's back.
What bad things are you saying about me?
Nothing.
So one of the advantages of having children who demand iPads all of the time,
You got an iPad battery.
we have a battery, a big
Takes
ass
a
battery. It's
lot
just a
of battery.
USB battery.
Takes a lot of battery to power an iPad. It's gonna be a big boy.
Oh no, this old.
That's good. Impressive.
But now, let's see. Is this, how do we work this thing?
So I don't know. Probably a button you push. Did it go wong?
No, not yet.
You sure it's charged?
Yeah, it's got 4 dots.
Come on, man. You want me to go? Yeah, I got a good like 2-meter cable out in the car.
Yeah, that's fine. Go
right.
go get it.
I'll be back. I will
Or
run.
ask them, and I bet they have a
I will run.
big 2-meter. So, see, joys of live production, everybody, on a Saturday. But I hope you guys are having a good time. Hey, Chris is becoming a patron today at the $5 level for reals. Thank you, Chris. We already did get 2 other people earlier today, but I'm seeing if we could get 2 more patrons today to join. And we'll get that new cable. So, yeah, cool. I mean, we have all the funness of board games at the table. So let me ask you guys a question for those of you that are watching. I can't guarantee that we would do this all of the time because I would really need to get someone to do the switching live because there's so much going on. Would you guys be interested in us taking Munchkinland and moving it towards a live stream as opposed to a show that you watch later on? And I mean, you could still watch it later on in the archive. That would get some interaction with you guys. That would be one positive. The negative to that is one of the things that I like doing when we record and then edit together is that I can take out all these bad spots. But at the same time, it allows us for instant action. So what do you guys want us to do? Would you like to see us do more of these live? And then you can just plug that into that wall wart that I gave you a minute ago.
No, but we plugged it into the power strip.
Oh.
Which you can reach better than I.
So yeah, the question is out there for you guys. I mean, certainly that frees up more of my time, but it does mean that we would need to get someone in here to do some of the live switching if we were to do this in the future. Brad
running errands. I tell you, that 5K didn't wear me out, but my feet are screaming now.
Yeah, do you got plantar's foot? Because I've got plantar's foot really bad.
Plantar fasciitis, yeah.
Yeah, and it hurts like a bee.
Yep.
To the point where I can get up and walk, and it'll be like, and I look like an old man walking.
Yep.
And then suddenly it'll be fine after about 5-6 minutes or so.
Yep. It's really, you walk like a fool for a while.
So we have Green says maybe Yog is beating them by taking out their tablets. Yog Sathas is about to lay a beat down on you two.
Steve, it might be your tablet, dude. It just doesn't look like it's getting power now. Boy, wouldn't that stink?
Well, it's got to get enough power. That's the problem. I wonder if it's that. It's that cable. Because it is getting power.
Well, I can run and get another
No.
flipping
It's not
cable.
your cable. Can you plug that in? Just unplug
What am I unplugging, the light?
the light or the camera. Let's just see. You know, it could be that wart. It could be the wart. Here. Try.
Still doesn't look like it's getting power.
See, it says plug it in, so you'd think it's getting some power.
Yeah, but it's...
Try that one and see if that will change anything.
They call these warts.
Yeah, they do, because they're these big ugly things that look like a wart on your wall.
Huh.
I think we just got to wait a minute. I mean, I have another iPad, but the problem is it's not saved.
We'll never catch the app up, yeah. Oh.
Well, like I said, let us take a quick... Oh, no, I'll just run outside. Flippy flu. Let's take a quick 10-minute break. Oh, I don't have my break... I don't have my break thing.
Yeah.
I do have a break graphic. Let's take a quick 10-minute break, and then we'll be back and finish this up. So everybody just...
'Cause it
Yeah,
probably doesn't help to
so-
keep doing that, but
We'll go ahead and plug that light back in.
oh yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do for now is while we're waiting to see if this charges, I don't know what's wrong with the iPad, but while we are waiting for this to charge, we'll just go ahead and chit chat with you guys for a little bit. We'll figure out some actions that we need to get. I hope we don't have to end this game because I have another iPad, but the problem, Brad, is
You'd never get caught up.
we'd never get to the point where we're at, which is a problem. Not a big fan of that.
'Cause I'd have to solve those. I'd have to solve those puzzles again.
Yeah.
I guess I would have infinite number of tries.
Well, and that's maybe another thing that could be improved on this game is some kind of a network save where it saves your progress to the cloud.
Well, yeah, but how often does this happen? I mean, well, okay.
Probably more often than you think.
Probably, actually, yeah, you're right.
I probably should have just had another computer out here because they have a Steam version of this
I have
game.
the Steam version and the iPad version.
Yeah.
I prefer the Steam version myself.
Oh, really? How come?
Because I have a big screen set up at the end
right,
of my
right,
table, play, and then I have a wireless mouse that just sits here, and I hand the mouse to the other person. So it's just easier.
Yeah.
On a big display and a wireless mouse.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we've got another charger that's plugged in that should be enough to power this thing or at least charge this thing. This is the only thing on the charger right now. And yeah, you're probably right that the power consumption is just too much for this. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of disappointing because I was afraid that the laptop would not be able to handle everything that we were pumping through it, and it turns out that the biggest point of failure was the iPad, which was charged up completely earlier today.
Wow.
But you know, from the time that I did that test at 12:30 or whatever to when we started, I mean, it was basically on, cranking out the hits. So we'll see how this goes.
And we did just run it for almost 2 hours here, just
Yeah, nonstop.
So we've been at this for
the stream button by accident. Shoot.
Oh, no.
It'll pop back up here.
And we're back.
Yes, and we are back. This is the okay. So the thing that we were talking about. Let's get this to come up. I almost think the iPad charging port is bad at this point. And that would be another thing that would be interesting too if this iPad wasn't like a solid iPad that just is like works all of the time.
Dude, I think
but you're right, it could be.
Because it really isn't doing anything, man. I mean, it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, it's just not doing anything. I mean, it shows, but the thing is, it shows when there is not a. It shows when there's not a cable connected.
Right.
But then the minute you plug it in, it doesn't go ding and say, "Hey, charge me up."
Right. It's as if it's not getting power. It's as if it's just getting a cable in there. Because if that little red battery, that black battery with a sliver of red, would have a little
Charging icon.
have a little charging icon. I think your iPad's dead, dude.
Which sucks, because now we can't finish this game.
We'll never know how this game ended.
We won't.
I can show you the monster that was going to come out.
Yeah, let's see it.
This is probably one of the dumbest sculpts.
So
from
what's
any
the
I've ever
easy
seen.
way to get back to where we are?
Dude. I mean, I'd have to solve both those puzzles again.
I'd rather do that than cancel the game.
All right, let's do it. Give me another iPad.
Let's get another iPad and see if it's charged up.
Steven can tell you cool stuff while I slam through the game and just kind of fast forward through everything. Wow, here's the monster though. I don't know what camera's on now. Is it the yeah? Must be this one. I'll show you in my yeah. There.
It's not charged.
That's the monster. It's pretty dumb.
This one's not charged either.
Well, but I bet.
But I bet if we plug it in,
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look into this because that is super disappointing. Super disappointing.
Well, this one's
Doing the same thing, right?
it's got the same thing. It's the same.
Yeah, so
black
it's just
battery.
not getting enough of a charge. Because I know that these things are charged, or will charge, because they were just charged up the other day when I had them plugged in.
All right. Here, take this cable. Plug it into that one over there. We'll see
Into
which
what?
of these into your other. Oh, we're moving our search
No,
icons.
that's not gonna.
Who cares? We're not going to go back down there and search for that stuff. Although you might need to go pick up that rifle, that hunting rifle. Yeah. So they're both.
Yeah, both ports are not bad.
And that shows that. See, when I unplugged it, now it's got the.
Yeah, now
plug
it's
in.
saying, hey, plug it in. Yeah.
Is it?
So it's charging, it's just super slow.
All right. All right, if you say so.
Because I don't know what else to do at this point.
Cry.
I mean, we could. I mean,
We'll never know.
here, we'll do this.
You don't have it on your phone.
I do have it on my
Oh
phone.
my gosh. Stephen, you're loopy. What were you monitoring on your phone?
I was monitoring the YouTube stream,
Oh,
but I do have. This is how we were picking which game we were playing earlier today at our little walk.
that's right. You don't have all your collection entered in there.
I don't, but I can enter it as soon as I find where the heck it's at. There it is.
I'm getting a text from a fellow Munchkin.
What do they say?
Help.
Let's say new game. See, now the big. See, we just had to give it
we're
enough
back.
time.
Okay, the big one.
We
big
just
boy's
have to give
back.
it.
All
We just
right.
have to give it enough time. Yeah, the big iPad is like a little iPhone. Show me up, I will show you. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the thing is, it was plugged into the breakout box coming from the computer, which has a 85 watts of power or whatever it is.
Robust
Yeah,
power.
more than enough power. I just think we were killing this thing. So we'll see how long this will last. So here are a couple of things. The question that I had was, we'll go back to the full screen. We'll go back to me. Maybe. Whoops, maybe. Oh, there we go. All right. The question that I had, so I pressed the wrong stream button a minute ago. Sorry, guys. Give Brad all the iPads, all of them ever.
Here's your do your passcode.
Okay.
Everybody knows your passcode.
No, they don't, because that wasn't live.
Yes, it was.
No,
Oh,
you can't see that.
aren't you clever?
I am. I am the cleverest of all the clevers that ever clevered. Okay, well, Brad is going through that and getting us all set up and trying to get those things accomplished. Actually, you could just go right to...
Continue?
Yeah.
Possibly. Just depends on when we continue.
Yeah, just continue.
Yeah, but I mean,
But, I mean, we'll be closer to where we were at.
right, yeah.
Yeah. So the question that I had was...
Downloading additional assets.
No, it's just loading the assets that we
Okay.
had for the game.
All right.
So the question that I had was, should we be doing more of these games live or record and edit? Let's see, and we'll go back up. I would love it, to be honest. Wouldn't really bother me not having much switching at all, and you have done a great job without it. We have been doing switching, but I'll hang on, no worries. Firehawk, hi Firehawk. I like the live shows, especially if less edits means we get more gameplay sessions. I'm not sure about that because we do so many other things throughout the rest of the week, but that would free up my weekends just a little bit to do this, because we would sit down and record on Monday evenings. While we wait, any other people that play this game or have played this scenario before? And Chris, I am curious if you've played this scenario before and what has happened when you played the scenario. You can play it solo, but I wouldn't do it for this game. I think on the iPad the power consumption is too great. Echoes of the Past, that had Sentinel Hill from the Arkham Horror, the card game. Let's see. Yeah. I love spoilers, to be honest. They make the journey much more exciting. I'm a bit odd. Well, I don't think so. I just started Dunwich Legacy in the Arkham card game. I think that's where we're at. You need a charged iPad. Unique item to play this game. Good one. All right. I think we're getting close, but, again, if you guys are interested in more live action stuff like that, we could work to make that happen.
Boy, Steven, I don't know. This is weird.
Why?
We're. Oh, I know what I. So, okay.
You just need to solve those clues.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not happening right. It's spawned a new monster. It spawned a skeleton that looks like Old Whately.
Well, maybe this isn't the one we're supposed to be fighting.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'd be okay with this one not being the one that we're fighting. Oh, it spawned a skeleton instead of Whately.
Spawned a skeleton. No, we're not even. I haven't even gotten to the other business yet. Yeah, is what I'm saying. Oh boy.
Sorry, guys. My fault.
It's always.
Always my fault. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting that out there.
We
And while we wait, any
appreciate
questions that you guys have, feel free to ask in the comments, and we will answer them. We'll see if we can get this game back up and going. Otherwise, epic fail on our part. I mean, if you're talking about a new Patreon goal to do this game live as opposed to recorded and put up as regular Munchkin Lands, I mean, we could do that. But if you're talking about Patreon goal to do more, we would really need more help to do that, or other people to where I'm not taking part in the game, which would also be fine. But I really think that we need somebody doing technical stuff behind the scenes so that I'm not trying to do technical and gameplay at the same time, because that is where we're getting into some problems. I was at the university yesterday in a very, very, very long meeting that was unnecessary. But one of the things that did come out of the meeting was that there is a grant that I can apply for. It only cost me $500.
Yeah.
Or I should say Major Spoilers $500. But what I could get in return for I don't know if it's for a year or for a semester. The grant kicks in $2,000, and I can hire a student for student work at 20 hours per week.
Wow.
But now the student and the business both have to apply to do it. I have to commit the $500, which I could do that. That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But essentially, it would pay the salary of a student to come and do the live switching, to do editing, to do other things that I would like. So, I mean, there is that possibility to, get somebody. But I really think we would have to, in order to make it sustainable, something that I could apply for every year, we'd have to probably have another Patreon goal of at least $100, another $100 per month in order to do that. And if you look at our Patreon site at patreon.com/majorspoilers, at the $4,500 a month goal, I do have hire someone at the 20 hours a week, essentially hire a student worker, which would be, offsetting what what that grant would do. So, I mean, that's totally an option to happen as well. So,
All right. We're
Yeah.
back.
yeah, I guess so. I guess you may want to say maybe. Agreed, you need a director to switch cameras and manage the tech part so you can focus on the game. Let's go back to the game.
Hey.
So we are back to the game.
Okay, so blah, blah, blah. A terrible howl echoes off the near trees, building to a crescendo of pain. The night air seems to draw together into tentacles the size of tree trunks, wriggling around a human face large enough to eclipse the full moon. It seems to be weakened by the evidence you hold. Spawn the Dunwich horror as indicated. So put that guy right back where he was.
Okay.
Yay.
So see, I would edit all this stuff out.
Yeah. With the experiment disrupted and Zebulon gone, it will be up to you to defeat Old Whately's creation. All right. So okay,
All right.
So now you got to resolve the backside of that thing.
Yes, the backside of this
Are
card.
you on Sentinel Hill with me?
I am on Sentinel Hill with you.
All right.
The power flows through you, intoxicating and vast. Lore at 3. My lore is 4. I have a thing that says when I'm testing lore, my arcane manuscript lets me roll 1 additional die. Let's see if I can get 3 here. And I do.
Yay.
1, 2, 3. If you pass, connecting your mind with another has hidden benefits. Improve one skill of your choice.
Wow.
So I get to improve one skill of my choice, which I think at this point might need to be agility.
Well, the agility's right on top there. That's the one you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I've increased my agility to 3.
Okay.
My strength is 3 and everything else is 4.
All right. So you've taken your
I have
action.
taken all of my actions.
All right. I think I probably need to
Implant, let's see. Then flip this
Just flip it,
card.
discard it.
Then discard this card and gain another implant suggestion.
There's another one. All right. So I've got 2 actions.
I'm pretty sure I'm
left.
done with my turn now.
The Dunwich Whore has 16 hit points, Stephen.
Okay.
I think you need to go
I'm
down
going to get that shotgun.
down there and get that shotgun.
So is it... Yeah, my turn is done, so it is your turn now.
It is my turn. I'm going to attack it.
It is in another square from you.
I have a firearm with a range
Okay.
of 3. I'm good. As the creature's limbs writhe and flail, you wait for your moment and then fire off a single shot. Agility at 2. My agility is 3, sir. My agility is 3. I got no successes.
Oh, boo. And you have no... You have 1 clue token.
Yeah, but it still would be a fail because I need 2. I need
Oh,
to get it
okay.
to 2. If you fail...
Oh, you rolled 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. If you fail, you are certain that you hit, but the monster seems unconcerned. I'm going to attack him again. Sighting down your weapon, you steel yourself and wait for the right moment to fire. Testing will at 2. Roll an extra die for will. All right, I'm going to convert this one.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a success on this. If you pass, you surge with confidence when the moment comes and open fire. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. So that would be, in fact, 3. All right.
Okay, so that's the end of our turn.
Yep. It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, now this is going to be over in like 30 seconds, so...
Mythos phase.
Okay, so...
The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
It's already got fire here, so
No,
it's going to
let's-
take damage.
Yeah, let's place. Yeah, we'll place some fire way over here.
I mean, we don't want to put it
I think we
here.
need to get off of Sentinel Hill. And
Yeah, we are. I'm going to move down here and get it
Yeah.
on my turn.
Fire spreads. A trio of stars drifts rather than falls from the sky. This mythos event affects each investigator in an outdoor space.
Okay.
We'll resolve that. Orbiting one another tightly, 3 glowing and crackling lights hover above you. As they spin faster and faster, streaks and flashes of multicolored lightning lash the air. Suffer 1 face-down damage.
Okay, I can
That
do
is
that.
enough to
We don't
make
have
me-
to roll anything,
No,
just as an automatic.
That makes me be wounded, though.
Oh, no,
I'm
okay.
now wounded, Stephen.
All right. So with wounded, Brad simply has to take a wounded action, which probably limits some of the things that he can do.
Probably. Wounded. You cannot perform the move action more than once each round. When you've suffered damage equal to your health, you are eliminated.
Okay.
The Dunator moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator.
Okay, so it starts its turn
turn
in
in
fire. Whenever a monster starts its activation in a space containing fire or moves into a space containing fire, it suffers 1 damage.
All right. The Dunator moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks each investigator in its space or an adjacent space.
Mom.
The monster attacks with a voice like. Do we do these separately, or I think we'd
Probably separately.
probably no. I think we'd do one shot. I think it's one thing that attacks each of us
Okay.
because it doesn't know how many people are there.
Right.
With a voice like a breaking youth's, the creature calls out, "Ya, Zogoth!" You suffer 1 horror.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
What do I have to roll for this? Or
You
is
have
it
to
automatic?
roll for this. You feel gravity begin to spin around you. No, this is suffer 1 horror.
Okay, I'm insane.
You're
No, I don't think
insane.
so. I got 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're supposed to suffer that face up, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Mine was a minor shock, no additional effect.
Mine is a minor shock, no additional effect. Flip this card face down.
All right, thank goodness. All right. So anyway, you feel gravity begin to spin around you. Test lore at 2.
You have all my
Lore is
dice.
Only 2. I have all your. I just keep hoarding the dice over here.
My lore is 5 because I've got the arcane manuscript.
I'm gonna fail this. Oh my gosh, I didn't. I didn't.
I got 2.
All right, we both failed.
No, we didn't.
Both succeeded. Sorry.
God,
Brad, pass. You realize what is happening and grab a hold of a nearby tree. Yay. Each investigator must resolve a horror check. I'll go first.
Okay.
Resolve a horror check. Confirm. The immense creature simply vanishes, leaving only the flattened trees and undergrowth as evidence of its passage. The earth shakes and trees crack. It is still out there, coming closer. Suffer 2 horror and 2 damage. Observation negates. Observation is 4. This is me, not you.
Oh, okay.
You get your own. So I got rid of 2 of these things. So I'm going to take the 2 damage. I will negate the 2 horror.
Face down or face up?
No, it's going to be face up.
Okay.
Demoralizing injury. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down horror, then flip this card face down.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got. If I suffer 1 more horror, I become insane.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'll be. No, that's where are you at?
I'm 1 away from being insane.
Okay. Muscle tear. Keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die while resolving a strength test.
Okay.
That's no good. All right, now this is going to be yours. The thing's unearthly wailing sends you stumbling blindly through the trees, slipping and falling as you sob with terror. Suffer 2 face down damage and 1 horror. Will -1 negates.
Will -1.
Yep.
So 3 dice.
Yeah.
Negates.
So what do you want to do? You want to suffer?
I want to face the damage, not the
Well, no.
terrors.
Okay, so it's 2 damage and 3 horror.
Oh.
So you're only going to get to erase 1 of those things. I would erase 1 of the damage, to be perfectly honest with you, because you're going insane, duty.
Okay, that's fine.
So take 1 damage and all of the horror. And
Horror doesn't spill over, right?
no, it's
Okay.
just
Broken arm. You cannot feel your arm at all. You think that this might be a bad sign. Keep face up. If you ever have more than 2 items, drop all but 2 of your items. So what are items? It says item on there? No,
I think so.
because I've got a knife and a shriveling
You can
and a
drop-
tome and a silver key.
So drop the key, because the spells are not items.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I mean, maybe we could check that. But
All right.
here's your insanity. Give me all of your insanity, or all of
Oops,
your.
I knocked over some fire.
cards.
I've splashed the fire. Look at the back of this card, but do not reveal it to the other investigators. When you have suffered horror equal to your sanity, you are eliminated. Let's see. Brad, can you... I don't know if we'll be able to hold this up to our viewers without looking at it. Just kind of slide it in front of there.
Is that close? Too close?
This is the one thing that I don't like. Just keep sliding it over. You need to go over this way. Keep going. Oh, too much. Back up. Right there. Let's see. Probably anybody can see it. Can't see it. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
All right.
That's one of the things that I hate about the live stream when people do that is, look at the card, hold it up, see if it'll focus. And whereas if I edit this together, I can just scan it and pop it in.
All right, so you're insane. I don't know, man. This is looking pretty grim. We'd probably been better off if we just pretended we solved the whole game. In the mythos phase, confirm. Now, to run down there to get that gun, you are going to have to evade.
Okay.
Do you want to try that?
And that's an agility?
That's an agility.
Yeah, I have to.
Well, we don't know this.
I mean, I could attack it with, shriveling spell.
Oh, right, because
Shriveling
now,
spell.
why not?
Yeah, let's attack it.
All right, do you want to go first? Or you want me
Yeah, I'll go first.
to? All right.
So attack. Shriveling spell.
Attacking it with a spell. Alien words and symbols flash through your mind and you try to make sense of them. Test lore at 2.
Lore is 4. And because I have the arcane manuscript, I get to roll an additional die. And I missed it by 1.
So you did not?
Did not.
All right, so if you fail, you glean no meaning from the foreign sights and sounds, then flip the spell you attacked with.
As you lower your hand, you see a putrid sore on your palm. Suffer 1 face-down damage. Then discard this card and gain another shriveling spell.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me, okay, hang on 1 second, because we roll 2 extra dice if you have suffered 3 or more horror. Oh, roll 2 extra dice. Roll 2 extra dice. Just
Okay, so here's 2 more dice. I'll just re-roll these 2. I succeed then at 2.
Okay, because I'm assuming you've suffered that horror. The cards aren't on the table in front of you. You're insane.
Right.
I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, I see where you're saying.
They're not on the table in front of you, but you've suffered.
Yeah, I would say you're probably right on that interpretation.
Okay.
We're having fun, people.
That's right. Don't hassle us. Yeah, we're probably cheating. All right, so then, if you pass, you decipher the arcane meaning and dark energy pours out from you. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result. So which is, what is that, 2?
Yes.
Okay. Then flip the card and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I suffer 1 face-down damage. Then
Okay.
discard this spell and get another shriveling.
All right. Put all the shrivelings near the top here so
Well, that's
I can
good.
find them easily.
But now I'm going to attack again
Same thing?
with a knife.
With a
this
knife?
time.
You're not going to use a... Okay.
I can't.
Why not?
I can't tell you.
Okay. Attack with a bladed weapon. You slash at the creature, but it bats the weapon out of your hand. The blade flips end over end through the air. Agility at 2.
Okay, good thing my agility is now at 3. And it's a good thing my agility was at
you
3.
Failed.
So
If you fail, the blade lands next to you with a clatter. Drop your weapon. Oh,
That's all right.
all right. So I'm going to attack it.
Would you like to attack 3 times?
I can't because you've spent your action.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. I will attack with a firearm. The creature leaves itself exposed for a moment, and you draw your weapon to take advantage of the opportunity. Test agility at 2. My agility is only 3. This is probably not going to work. For each evidence you have, you may convert a clue to a success. I have 3
You have 3 of them.
evidence. Yeah, nice. Oh, jeez.
All right.
Wow. If you fail, the creature moves and covers before your weapon is ready. That's stunk. All right, try it again. Attack with a firearm. With the beast squarely in your sights, you open fire. Agility at 2. You may discard an evidence to convert all. Oof.
You have to hit 2. So discard 1.
You think I should discard my ritual components?
Yeah.
All right. If you pass, lead punches violently into the creature's side. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result.
So 2 plus whatever the weapon
2
damage
plus
is.
3 is 5.
Excellent.
So that's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
We might.
got him on the ropes. Okay. So we're done. That's it, because I did 2 actions, you did 2 actions. Mythos phase. The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to a space containing fire.
Should we place it on R?
We'll take damage.
But is that worth it for him to take a
I
damage?
think it's not.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
So we'll spread fire off.
Yeah, spread the fire off
the
into the
distance.
distance somewhere. Yeah.
All right. Fire spreads. Skittering and creeping, 100,000 spiders emerge from their hiding places.
No!
Harvey Walters scrambles to avoid the worst of their bites. Test agility at 2.
Okay, my agility is at 3. I'll just roll these 3. I can't convert anything.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Where's okay? So if he passes, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Man, I haven't even got to the if he fails bit. I can't even find the if he fails, he receives many bites, and the venom makes the world warp around him. Harvey Walters suffers 1 face down damage and 2 horror, and becomes stunned.
Okay, face down damage. So I'm stunned.
Face down damage.
Okay, and 2
2
horror.
horror, which is coming in face up.
Horror the first. Anxiety. Become stressed, then discard this card. So do we have a stressed condition?
I'm sure we do. I'll look for it while you resolve your other
The other one is absolute terror. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down horror, then flip this card face down. My stressed condition says after re-rolling and converting dice results while resolving a test, you must remove 1 success from your dice pool. At the end of this turn, discard this card.
What's the other?
Stunned, you cannot perform more than a single action during your turn. At the end of your turn, you may discard this card.
Okay. So now that one you've not applied yet.
No.
Okay. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it's a little harder than...
A cult member bearing a silver key glyph on their hand melts out of the dark forest. Spawn a dark druid as indicated. This is that guy, one of those guys we dealt with before. He's starting in fire. That's probably not good for him.
Where's he starting? Here?
Yep, right there.
I just got to find the Dark Druid. Here he is. No, that is a Dunwich Horror, which should be out here.
Probably good to have out. What's it say on the back of that?
Let's see. The most horrifying thing about the massive amorphous many-limbed monstrosity is the half-human face that moans atop it.
Blah.
And what is it, a cultist?
A cultist, a dark, actually it's a dark druid.
Okay, well there's a cultist.
We had one of those earlier.
Look underneath here. I think I picked it up and put it away. No,
Probably
I must have
you
picked
did.
it up.
That would be just like you to be
Try to
neat and
clean that up.
tidy.
There's a dark young. There's a deep one. Where the heck would I have put this guy? I've got a wizard, star vampire, a hired gun.
Oh, I see it right there. It's in the. It's not in the back. It's in the back of. No, nope, no, right there. You got your finger on it.
There he is, dark druid.
Look at that. All right. The Dunwich Horror moves up to 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible, and it attacks each investigator within range. The monster attacks.
Okay.
The giant monstrosity stamps its many legs, shaking the ground like an avalanche. Suffer 2 damage. Agility negates. My agility is 3.
My agility is 3. Is this for both of us?
Yep. I negated 1.
I got agility of 2.
So you negated 2?
Yep.
All right, so I suffer 1 damage. Oh, I have a broken leg. You hear your bones break with sickening crunch. Your leg will not bear even the smallest weight. Keep face up. If you move more than a single space as part of a move action, flip 1 damage face up. Wow. I have a muscle tear also. Yeah, I'm a mess. And I'm wounded. I cannot perform the move action more than once each round. I think I'm probably just going to have to sit here and take a beating.
Hit it, yeah.
All right, continue. The Dark Druid who's
Takes 1
gonna
damage.
Take a damage. Moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. 1, 2. Then it attacks the investigator in its space with the lowest influence. I have 5.
4.
All right. He's going to take, because he moved through fire, he's going to take another damage. The monster attacks. The figure gestures in dark shapes, tree limbs, or shadowy tentacles batter you from all sides. Vanishing as quickly as they appeared, suffer 2 damage. Agility -1 negates.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot that I must remove 1. I had a success that last time, and I forgot to remove it.
Okay, so you're going to take a damage.
I am taking a damage. Face-up damage.
Yep.
Only a flesh wound, no additional effect. Flip this card face down, so that kind of worked out for us, although I probably should have had your broken leg. And I'm rolling what? Agility -1.
Yep.
So I'm down to 2. And I get nothing.
So you suffer 2 more damage.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am
6.
now wounded.
Nope, those are face up. You got to process
Okay.
those.
Minor injury, only a flesh wound. And twisted ankle, become restrained, then discard this card. So I need a restrained condition.
All right.
And I also need a wounded condition.
Wow.
So yeah, we might as well just sit here and bang away at these guys. So a restrained condition at the end of your turn. You cannot move voluntarily. So I can't even move. And I can't perform more than one. I can't perform the move action more than once per round. So.
All right, each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. I'm pretty sure it's going to be
Okay,
the
so
Dunwich
which one is
horror.
the horror rating?
Well, whichever one is remarkably higher on
yes, well, because this is 7, and 9, and 5, and 2, so yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. But we need to find out which number is the horror.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll do the first one. For an instant, in the thing's writhing movements, you can see the awful suggestion of a human being. Test will at 3. My will is 4. Oh, here we go. This could be it. I got 1 success, not a 6. I failed. If you fail, you cannot unsee it. The awful familiarity of its pallid skin, its intricate moons suffer 3 horror. That's going to be enough to throw me over the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I am now insane
Do you
in the
need to
membrane.
resolve the horrors first?
I don't think so. I think.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see.
Because I just did that with my wounds.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Keep face up. Whenever you return into your turn within range of 2 or fewer spaces, suffer 1 face down horror. Become righteous. Then flip this card face down. All right. I become righteous. Fine. Righteous. Once per round, you may convert a. Well, I can convert a. Oh, but if I suffer 1 or more horror, discarding that. Okay. After you perform an attack action, flip 1 horror face up. And whenever you end your turn within range of another investigator, flip 1 horror face up. This is paranoia.
Okay, those would all be
those
gone.
all get discarded.
Yeah.
And now I have this.
So Firehawk says, can you just set up another camera so that you could see the cards? I could, but that would have to be something that would be done in the future. More inputs, more technology, another point of failure. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm insane
Okay.
also.
Welcome to the club.
Yay. All right, and this is yours.
Okay.
The monstrosity's ululating cry invades your ears and sends you staggering blindly. Move 1 space toward another monster within range, then suffer 4
Have to
horror.
stay there, and I suffer 4 horror.
Would you?
I can't move.
You can't move.
I mean, it's I mean,
you're right.
I'm
You
being
can't
moved
move
voluntarily,
toward
but what is
anything.
this negates?
Suffer 4 horror. So will -1 negates.
Will -1. 4 -1. And I have to remove one of my successes. So I got 1 success.
All right. So suffer 3 horror.
Okay.
That's not going to eliminate you, is it?
No. So I have to face up.
Yep. One at a time.
First one, minor shock, no additional effects. Second one, minor shock, no additional effects. Third one, same thing.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 4 away.
All right. I want to go first.
Okay.
Investigator phase begins. I am going to attack this little dude. I'm going to attack with my firearm. You plant your feet, hold your weapon steady in both hands, and say a silent prayer, agility at 2. You may discard an evidence to convert all. All right, agility at 2. Wish me luck. Nope.
You could convert.
Failed.
You can convert.
No, if I fail, you're shaking too much to shoot accurately.
I thought it said you could convert.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll get another shot here.
Okay.
The creature roars, and as you pull the trigger, your weapon roars back. Test will at 2. My will is 4.
Hey, thanks, Green, for stopping in. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. You can catch the replay later. And thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Green had to go because there's only so much time in the day. Is
I
that
know,
it?
right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your wife is like complaining. So
Oh, I failed.
you did
Yep.
spectacularly.
Yep, if you fail, the noise overwhelms you and your focus and aim fall apart. Okay. So I did nothing. All right. Your
My turn. I'm going to attack
All right. What are you
with
gonna attack
shriveling.
Shriveling with a spell. The sight of the creature fills you with fear, but you focus that fear and rebuff the beast. Test lore at 2.
Okay, so I get 5.
can do this.
But I have to subtract one of my successes.
Did it.
And okay, so I get to subtract.
Did it.
Yep, I did.
If you pass, you reach your hand and wave, if you pass, you reach out your hand, and a wave of force slams the beast. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage. Then move the monster one space away from you. So what's the spell's damage?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. All right.
And I'm
so
going to
is
move it
14?
one space away from me into the fire.
So he moves into a space with fire. So he takes
one more
one
damage.
Flip the spell.
All right. The spell seems to resonate and echo with you in your mind. You direct the resonance to add another foe. Suffer one face down horror. Oh no. You direct the resonance at another foe. Okay. Suffer one face down horror. Okay. Then another monster within range suffers 3 damage.
Cool.
So this guy is going to suffer 3 damage.
Yeah. Let me hit continue.
Okay. And he's eliminated.
He is done.
Okay, so
The
he
cult
blows
member
up.
spits a curse through bloody teeth. The horror of Yog-Sothoth cannot be stopped. The wizard will find a way to control it, and then you will all kneel before him. As the robed figure melts into a stinking patch of black ooze, a paper bearing the key symbol of the cult falls from his hand. Place the conclusive evidence unique item in the dark druid's space.
Okay, I'll find that.
All right.
Then I need another shriveling spell.
All right, I will find that.
Conclusive evidence. I just saw that a little bit ago. Cultist journal. Incriminating. Conclusive. All right, and that was the only thing that I could do
Because you just get the one action.
during my turn.
That was a brilliant action.
So, you can perform more than one action during your turn. At the end of your turn, discard this card. So my turn is over, so I'll discard that card.
Oh!
Then I am stressed. At the end of your turn, I may discard this card. What did we forget?
I, because I am righteous, could convert that one magnifying glass to a success.
Can you still do that? Probably
it's
not.
Too late. It's too late.
He's already moved away, so.
Yeah.
And that would have eliminated him, right?
Probably, yeah.
That's okay, because the monster's turn, he's going to die.
Yep. Now, you've got still another action.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. We just covered that. We just covered that.
Yes.
All right. So we're done. In the investigator phase, confirm. Mythos phase. The fire spreads out of control. Fire spreads. Now it's way over here.
Yeah. It's funny how that happens that way.
Yeah. The sky above flashes and splits open. This mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the highest health.
I've got 5.
I'm wounded with 6 left.
I have 5 health.
No, health is red
Sanity?
cards.
Yeah, I've got 5.
Oh, you've got 5.
I've got
Okay, so it's me.
with the
Resolve.
highest health, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
you're
you're
at
also
6?
wounded, right?
I am wounded.
Yeah, so we're both wounded. I'm at 6.
Okay.
With a shattering crash, a bolt of lightning streaks to earth and strikes you. Suffer 4 face-down damage. Strength negates. Let's see, when I roll strength, I roll 1 fewer die. So 2 dice for strength. I do get to convert one of these once per round. You know I'm going to use it.
Yep, might as well.
So I get 3 damage instead of 4.
Does that
It's
take you
face
out?
down. Nope. I'm still in it.
The 3D printed pieces are cool, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, they are.
These aren't 3D printed. The fire is not 3D printed. That's something that Brad bought. But I'll talk about the 3D printed pieces when we're done with this game.
All right. The heat and light from the blast is overwhelming you, and each other investigator within range becomes dazed.
Oh, no.
Yep, we're dazed.
Oh, I could also get rid of my restraint card, so.
That's good. All right, there's dazed.
Okay.
And then each other investigator in your space suffers 1 face-down damage. Strength negates.
Uh-oh, does that kill you?
No, you. Strength
Oh, okay.
negates. Roll strength.
Strength is at 3. I got to take a face down damage.
All right.
Just 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Continue. All right. The horror is going to take
1
a damage. Confirm. The hulking abomination screams to the stars, enraged at the mortal blow you've dealt it. Well, with which nature's fire dealt it. The investigation is complete. Wow, after a lot of setbacks, we finally did it.
my
The
goodness.
enormous horror keens long as its blood splatters onto the stones underfoot. A bolt of lightning cracks out of the sky in that moment, blinding you and splitting the ground open where the beast stood. When you regain your sight, not only has the horror vanished, but there is no trace of the strange cult. You convince yourself that they could not have survived, that the power surrounding Sentinel Hill has dissipated. Dawn rises silently as you leave the standing stones over Dunwich and return home. You invest in a good guard dog, one that can bay loud and long should the abomination return. The end. We did it.
Holy crap, Brad.
Wow. I can't believe we actually solved it.
That was a good game. I know
was
we had
fun.
some. I know we had some setbacks, but man, that was good. What'd you think?
I had a great time.
Did you have a good time? I mean, this was, man, almost 3 hours.
Well, so the game was slated for 2 to 2.5 hours.
Right.
Minus our hiccups.
So it's probably we hit right on it. I bet we hit right at 2.5 hours.
Probably, yeah.
Because of the hiccup, because that did delay us about 30 minutes or so. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Sentinel Hill, which I actually did some looking and looked at a review of this particular module before we played it, and I saw nothing but negative reviews from people saying this campaign was just too hard.
Wow.
That it felt like it was impossible to defeat. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, Chris, you were there the entire time, so you kind of had an idea of what we were doing right and what we were doing wrong. So you were kind of keeping us in check, so I appreciate that. So I think we did pretty okay, Brad.
I think we did pretty okay too. I mean, we didn't fall for stupid searches that we didn't need to do, which is something I usually do in this game. And I managed to get those puzzles on the
Oh
first
yeah, on
turn.
the first turn. That was amazing.
That was just nuts.
That was amazing.
Yeah. So that was a good stroke of luck. So yeah.
Okay. So before we get out of here, I did want to talk about Have you heard? Is the audio back for you guys now? I don't know if it is. Brad, say something.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll say some things and hopefully.
Yeah, it's back.
All right.
Lost battery. That's the other thing. Got to get a power cable. So,
Wow.
sorry about that. I was just showing off all the 3D printed parts. So, not bad for a Saturday, right?
Right.
I mean, we had fun. We got a lot of cleanup to do now.
Yeah.
Or, no, Stephen, you have a lot of cleanup to do now. So, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I think Stephen got the silent insanity. Well, I'm certainly going to get the silent treatment, I'm sure. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this game, and it is a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it for what it was. It is a live stream. There's a lot of things going on. I'm sure had I just used the onboard microphone from the camera and not been switching around everything, we wouldn't have run into that. But I don't like that personally myself. I like to see some things switch up. I like to see things going on. I like to be able to see close-ups where and when I can see close-ups, which is why we had the iPad. While I was trying to remember to switch between our character turns, I do like that as well, and hopefully you appreciate that. But yeah, I think in the future maybe it's going to be time to get somebody else in if we want to do something like this again in the future. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Again, patreon.com/major spoilers if you would like to help us out. A couple of bucks a month, $2, $5 a month is probably the one that I would recommend if you can afford it, because at the $5 a month, that is the one that unlocks the most bonus content beyond, like the VIP monthly live chat or t-shirts or original art or those kinds of things, which are at those higher levels. But do me a favor, head over to patreon.com/major spoilers and check out what we have. And if you can kick in $5 a month, we would certainly appreciate it. So thanks so much. We'll be back next week, I guess.
You know what? Did you win
I did win.
because of your insanity?
Yeah.
What is your insanity?
Oh, my insanity was I could only do one thing at a time.
My insanity was I do not win the game as normal. Instead, you win only if the investigation is complete and you have 2 or more evidence, unique items.
Yeah,
which I did.
Mine was win or lose as normal.
Oh, okay.
So-
So mine was I had to have those 2.
So you still won.
Which is why I would not use that one to convert.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it would violate
Ah,
my
okay,
insanity.
okay. So you won as normal.
Yep.
Okay. So back to 3D printed things. One more 3D printed thing is I got these turn tokens, which we never used, but those are also 3D printed. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you. I won't be back doing a game stream next week because of family stuff. I think the next 2 weekends are family activities, but we'll be back with more real soon. Take care. We love you, and be nice to one another. Bye.